what a goal, man. What an absolute unbelievable pass from Lombardi again. Rummy! How'd you like that, baby? I love it. First time. Boom! We don't miss those. We don't miss those, baby. Color! 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 Just for you. Just for you! Ball in the color! Oh! Oh! It's the king with the finish of the century! Oh! Space, man. Look at the space we have. Get in there, daddy. Just hang it up for the big man. Oh! Color! Boom! Daddy strikes again, baby. Ah, lads, check is so slow, man. We got one good goal, though. Oh my God! Wrong color. Oh, beautiful. Oh! He's done it again. He's done it again, the Anaconda. He's done it again. Look at it. Look at this, man. What? Oh my. What the hell? What the fuck? Kante with a beautiful pass to Ronaldo. Doesn't have the pace. Ref. No. No. I just don't get it, man. I just really don't get it. That's a skill issue, lads. Yeah, that's a skill issue, man. Great ball, Romario! Of course, misses. I'm in trouble, boys. I'm in big trouble, man. I'm making all the wrong decisions. Okay. No, man. No, man. Oh, my days. What an absolute joke, man. What's the crack, boys? Welcome in. We're ready today. We're ready. I'll tell you now something, man. If today doesn't bang, I don't know what we're going to do. I genuinely don't know what we're going to do. We have the eFootball Connect starting in about 35, 36 minutes. So we're going to get a match in straight off. And hopefully get a win. Let me see now. Hold on. Yeah, we're live. We're live. We're straight into a match, lads. No messing around. No menus today. We're straight in trying to pass as much time as possible. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, boys. Yes, we did crash through 60k subs. Absolutely mad. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. As a part-time streamer, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And as I said, man, we don't need to talk about what we do. We just do what we do, man. You know? And you guys know we're here to have a bit of crack. And we do have the crack. That's what we're all about, man. Thank you guys for the well wishes on the 60k. Thanks to everybody that reached out as well. Yesterday, either on Twitter or whatever, or sent me a private DM or whatever on WhatsApp. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's onwards and upwards. I mean, we can only go as far as the game will take us. Lads, the hair's a bit wild today. I was actually out earlier. I had to go into the office, man. And I had the window down and my hair has gone all over the place. Thank you, ISO. Thank you, Sparks. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Good morning to everybody, man. Good morning. We'll see. We'll see what eFootball Connect could be today. Being 100% honest with you, boys, I'm going to err on the side of being pessimistic, I think. I don't know if it's... yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of, as the day has gone on, I'm kind of thinking... I just don't know what to make of it. Is eFootball Connect literally just going to be the name that they give, you know, to the actual broadcast? Do you know what I mean? That it's not going to be anything got to do with the actual... It's either going to be one of three things, right? Thank you, Vazzy. Thank you, brother. It's either going to be one of three things, in my opinion. We did a video on this yesterday. I feel that it's either going to be, right? It's either going to be where they talk about the connection, they talk about like a direction into esports, they talk about a direction into, you know, like actual bringing crossplay. Crossplay won't be here like tomorrow, but that they're going to be bringing crossplay and they'll announce a date for crossplay and cross progression. Or else it'll literally just be Connect will just be the name of their actual, you know, their actual event. Like Nintendo called their Nintendo events Nintendo Directs. You have PlayStation with, you know, what do they call it? State of Play or something like that. So yeah, I'm kind of, as the day has gone on, I'm kind of getting a little bit more worried about it. Because I genuinely, man, like, crossplay will be good, and I understand why people want crossplay. One of the biggest reasons, if you guys are like, well, crossplay isn't going to be that big of a thing. I think the reason why crossplay would be big would be if they can actually bring crossplay and make it like actual playable, like most video games nowadays that are free to play. Oh, Romario's true. He's not going to miss from here, man. Romario just does not miss. Little finesse. If it is crossplay and it's true crossplay, I genuinely think that crossplay will add a couple of things to the game. Is it going to be like the golden goose? No, it's not. And I don't think that it's going to fix a lot of the main issues with the game. But it would actually like streamline divisions, and it would probably mean that if you've got one unified ranking system where, like, you know, it's crossplay and you have different things that you're able to work on, then I think that it could be good, because you would be able then to focus directly on ranking, division, rewards, all of that stuff. Maybe they're revamping that. But as Shoop is saying there, I 100% agree with that testament there. Like, for example, if you're playing on PC, right? Let's just talk about this. If you're playing on PC, okay? Or if you're playing on Xbox, the player base is rapidly reduced compared to PS5 and PS4 on PlayStation. Because PlayStation, it's like mobile is 80% of the market. Then you have like, I think it's like 10% maybe or more on PlayStation. And then you've got maybe like 5 or 6% each on Xbox and Steam. That's just roughly the figures. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But that's basically what it is. So yeah, I do feel as if that it's going to be a case of, like, if they do that, they're actually going to be increasing the fact that I can play against more people. Matchmaking's going to be quicker. However, it doesn't fix a lot of generic problems, lads. it doesn't fix a lot of generic problems. Well, maybe if they do that, yeah, Hristo, that is a possibility as well. I wouldn't be surprised with anything, lads, I'll be honest. I would not be surprised with anything. And that's not trying to be, you know, you guys know, I'll keep it real with you, man. You know, we're not going to hype up something that's not hyped. I definitely think today needs to be, like, it needs to be big enough. I don't think that they'll do crossplay with mobile. I just can't see them doing that. If they announce today, listen, our plans for the future are to bring, you know, full mobile support to the game, which means that you would be able to, you know, connect your Bluetooth controller to a phone or a tablet and play. Grand. And then they're just able to bring the game up to code on mobile, because there's a lot of stuff on the mobile version of the game that doesn't actually, like sub-tactics, for example. You can't use sub-tactics in mobile. But I do think today doesn't need, like, Thursday's update, lads, being 100% honest with you, Thursday's update isn't make or break, but there does need to be some sort of direction given. If today is literally just going to be about, like, what we got the last time, like a couple of new cards, a legend or two, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I know one legend coming. I've hinted about it before. If they announce him today, I think today would probably be the best time to announce him. But if it's just going to be like a legend announcement, and if it's going to be, yeah, let's see. Like, that's the thing, man. I don't think that they're going to do mobile versus console, personally speaking. Not yet. I don't think that they have the setup or the infrastructure for it. Are we getting any free cards? I mean, I don't know about free cards, but free cards are the least of my worries with this game at the moment. I'll be real. Sorry, Les, there's loads of messages coming in, so I appreciate it. I'll try and get through them all while we're playing this game. I just wanted to play a game today, Les, and see what it was like, because I think as time has gone on, I think that they've kind of streamlined the game too much, and I hope that they talk about that. You know, there is rumors, like, my prediction for today I've already covered in videos, if you guys have seen on the channel. But I honestly think that, oh my days, such as that. Look at that, that was a pass back to Rijkaard. They've brought in a lot of random stuff into the game, I think. I don't know, is it just me, but I feel like they've brought in a lot of random stuff into the game. Like a lot of, like, balls that you think are going to go one way, they go another way. Now, yeah, watch him announce just today, Captain Tsubasa Volume 3. That is possible as well. That is possible as well. There's no doubt. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they announce nothing today. But I think the fact that they're calling this a major update, the only thing that's kind of giving me a bit of hope for it being a major update is because we haven't got an update in so long. That's kind of my bigger thing with the game. We haven't got a proper update, lads, really since, you know, what, v4.3 or v3.0? I know we've had little updates or little things, but we haven't got a huge update since then. So I do think that that's probably the most potential that we have, is the fact that it's just because Konami have given us nothing. Yeah, well, it's, as far as I know, man, they've been planning this for a while, and they're probably just looking at the timing of it. And the timing is probably right now, because I do feel like that the game is in a kind of a dangerous spot of, like, just being stuck plateauing, because they've added nothing to the game for so long. Like, the gameplay is fine if you just want to play the game and pick up and play the game and not, you know, not take it too deep. But there is no depth in this game anymore, really. And that's probably a bigger concern. And I'm not just talking about depth with no gameplay depth. I'm talking about, like, yes, you can play some nice football. Yes, you can do everything like that. As you're seeing here. You can put, you know, together, like, nice dribbling, nice moves, nice AI runs, everything like that. But the problem I have with it is that it's very inconsistent. Like, I could play 2-3 games like this, and then I could play 4 or 5 games where my players are doing nothing for me. So it kind of breeds this kind of frustration with the game, that unless you play the game the way that the game really wants you to play, you're kind of at nothing. You're kind of only wasting your time and waiting for the game to actually dunk on you. And that shouldn't be the way it is. I know it's a free-to-play game. I know everyone has to have the ability to compete. But, you know,
if they're kind of going to talk about smart assist and stuff like that today, those type of things don't interest me. You know what I mean? They just don't interest me. I wanted a Declan Rice card. Let's see. Yeah, I think eFootball Connect is probably going to just be the name of the stream. I think that's, the more I've thought about it, it was actually Cara that said that to me, which is a clever one. It is probably a good idea that they call it Connect, because it obviously, you know, if they are going to eventually bring crossplay, it's going to be a case of, number one, they'll want people playing this game regularly, and number two, they need to start, oh, what a ball in. They need to start announcing like what they're going to be doing with the game. That's my biggest thing, is they need to start announcing what they're going to be doing. There's no point keeping its fan base in the shadows. I get that they want to be protective of the IP and they don't want it being ridiculed if they make, you know, mistakes or whatever along the way. But, you know, there's nothing worse than inaction. Like if me as a content creator doesn't even know what's coming or doesn't know what's happening from one week to the next, I mean, it's very hard to build up like a fan base for Konami. Now they're making money, but it's not all about making money, because at the moment Konami are not competing with anybody. That's their biggest advantage. They're not competing with anybody. I genuinely still reckon though, and it's something that somebody told me a while back, like a good while ago. A fairly good source told me that Konami held back on a lot of stuff to see how UFL was going to go. Now, I don't know if that's, you know, I don't know how much weight there is in that, but that's what I had heard, and that's what I was told, was that they wait to see what UFL was going to land like as a free-to-play game that was primarily online focused. And then, you know, they were going to see what they could add to that game. And that actually makes sense to me why they haven't really tweaked the gameplay, because, you know, I don't know about UFL. I haven't played UFL since launch. But, you know, it was well below par for me when I played it. Like, gameplay-wise, it was pretty much a good bit off eFootball, even with all eFootball's issues. I'm not saying there's people in the chat that love UFL, and I get that. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. eFootball's gameplay at the moment is way below par as well. But I'm just saying that I think UFL, like, it isn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think people realize how big and how financially successful eFootball is. Like, eFootball is making minimum 30 million, 40 million every month on cards. You know? Good save. So it doesn't matter if you go onto Twitter or, you know, you see people, oh, UFL is way better than eFootball, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't really make a difference to Konami. Konami are not worried about critical acclaim. They're worried about the bottom line, and they're making millions, like hundreds of millions a year on cards. So I do think that from a business point of view, they've been very smart with how they've handled UFL's launch. Whether that's been intentional or not, who knows? But I had heard and I was told that they were going to wait to see what UFL were going to offer when it came out for maybe 6 months. And it's been around that now. Helio, thank you, brother. Any chance Konami implement more UE5 graphics? How about daytime matches? Yeah, I do think, listen, I've gone on record in saying it. I think we'll get Master League and edit mode this year. If we don't get news on it today, which I don't think we will, I'd be shocked if we did. But I think we will get Master League, Helio. It mightn't be Master League of Master League's old, like, and vintage Master League. But I definitely think we'll get an upgraded My League or some sort of integration with My League and Master League. And I reckon that the only thing that's stopping them at the moment is the fact that we're literally not gonna... They don't have a way figured. And I put it to everybody in the chat, right? There's 400 people in the chat, man. Crazy. OC, welcome in.
Any chance Konami implement more UE5 graphics and lighting to the game? How about daytime matches online? Percentage chance for ML or edit mode?
I'll ask you a question, right? There's a lot of smart people in the chat, okay? How would you guys go about monetizing an offline mode, right? Like, how would you go about it? Because, like, for EAFC, they have career mode as part of their, like, boxed version of the game. Do you get me? So if you're buying EAFC, right, every year for career mode, if you're a traditional offline player, right, EA have already got their money off of you for 60, 70 quid for career mode. You know? They don't care if you're not playing pro clubs. They don't care if you're not spending anything on Ultimate Team. You've already, bought their game for 70 quid, whatever, right? So what I'm saying to you is that if Konami are charging 20, 25 quid for Master League, right? And they're selling 10 million copies, which I think that they probably would now, of Master League as an additional DLC. That's probably 250 million. But once they release Master League, lads, and they make 250 million with 10 million copies of Master League sold, right? Where does the monetization come from? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Where does the monetization come from? Because once you have Master League in an edit mode, you can't recharge for it. Because you'll be able to upgrade the squads. And you can't really bring out Master League without some sort of editing ability. Because they have fake licenses in the squad. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So that's what I think that they've been really struggling with, is how do they manage Master League and monetize Master League? The only way they can do it, in my opinion, and I'm not claiming to be, the smartest person in the room, but the only way I can see them doing it is some sort of integration with the cards and Dream Team. Whether that you'll be able to play Master League and unlock certain cards, or that Master League will be kind of more like a companion mode rather than an actual replacement mode. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens. But that's my prediction. That's my prediction. Because no matter what way you dice it, like, they're making, when you say like, oh, if they sell 10 million copies of Master League, right? That would be huge money. But they're making that in like 6 months with cards. And it's pure profit. Oh, that's beautiful. Go on, drive that boy. Woof, 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 woof. Stunning. Bullet! Oh, it's a great save. Yeah, maybe they'll release it as a season pass. Maybe. Yeah, but Ron, it's impossible now, unless, like, the only way that could happen is if there's some sort of limit put on microtransactions, which I don't see happening. Like, gaming is just too popular. Like, it makes too much money. Oh, Romario, you are filthy little demon today. Come on, ref. Well, EF Baller, that's been the case all the time. An ability to grind Master League. So your players can learn any Showtime skill you wanted. Yeah. That's what it could be. That's what it could be, OC. There has to be a reason for Master League. Because, listen, I see people talking about Master League, man, and they've never, ever played Master League before. They're just saying it because, it's obviously got a huge fan base. And I understand, I understand that. I understand, people will want Master League to be successful. But the problem is that Konami are looking at it from a business point of view. How are they going to make money out of it? And is it going to be worth the investment of development time when they could just be developing features for cards? That's the cold light of day, lads. That's the cold, harsh reality of I was going to say war, but I was going to say game development and business. This guy's not a bad player, I think the game has just got away from him. Oh man, the passing. He went for it. What are my expectations? They're mid to low at the moment. I just hope it's not as bad as the last presentation that we did. Remember that direct that we had? That's kind of my worry, though, to be fair. Whoa, a bit of lag. This guy will say I'm lag cheating. Exactly, Tara. It is. You could do it. You could do it the same as the baseball game. I have a video coming soon talking about Master League. If they don't announce stuff today, I'll put it up. If they announce it, it'll be outdated. But I don't see. I honestly, man, I think that they're just going to concentrate today on like talking about stuff that's coming to the game on Thursday. I don't think they're going to talk about further than that along. I would be surprised if they do, to be fair. Oh. Well, let's see. We live in hope, lads. Some people would say it's a fool's hope, but I mean, at the end of the day, I enjoy playing eFootball, lads. I enjoy streaming to you guys. We enjoy the banter. I've made friends from it. I look forward to seeing the same guys in the chat. You know, it goes beyond just streaming eFootball, you know? And some people get that, some people don't. I will watch a new season of Last of Us, yeah. Well, if they have to deliver detailed information. I mean, I'm not going to hide my disappointment if today is literally just about cards. Listen, I love cards as much as the rest of people, and I love the legends, and I would love, as OC was saying earlier, I would love a Roy Keane, I'd love a Rooney. I predict that they're going to announce 1 or 2 new legends today. Mario brother, it's not about ideas, bro. Everyone has ideas. Everyone has a lot of ideas about it. You watch a lot of woke garbage. What does that mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro, man, thank you, brother. Thank you for the membership. There's Margot to say hello to you. Lads, Romario's movement is absolutely insane in those areas. Golf. I mean, I'm smart enough to make up my own minds about something, man. You know, I'm not easily indoctrinated. As Romario's on another level. Well, I'm sure that you watch garbage in other people's eyes. Not all TV is garbage, man. You can watch garbage and you can... sometimes I do watch garbage shows, but it doesn't influence me. It's just literally just using it as an escape. I mean, there's no real depth to eFootball. That doesn't mean that you can't use it as what it's meant to be, which is entertainment-based. Yeah, we have the stream ready to go, lads. The stream is ready to go. We're just waiting for it. Hold on. The stream is ready to go in 14 minutes. Yeah, this is the eFootball Connect, lads. This is it. We're just waiting for this, man. I'm not just wasting time just to waste time playing games. We've 13 minutes to go. All right, let me ask you something, right? While we're waiting for this. Get your predictions in. Let me know what you want to see. What do you think we're going to get here? And I'll call out the best ones. Yeah, I'm having a cup of tea, lads. Look at my cup. The missus got me this cup, Slytherin. Listen, as you say, Big Leon, I mean, a lot of people, you can listen to everybody, man. You can listen to true intelligence, man, and true ability to be able to make up your own mind is not ignoring things that you don't agree with, or no ignoring things that you think are silly. It's being able to listen to something that you don't agree with, see where they're coming from, but still be able to articulate that, you know, in your own mind as to why you think that that's wrong. You know what I mean? That's what it is. A lot of people, man, literally just surround themselves with you know, people that agree with them. You know what I mean? It's easy to just, you know, surround yourself with people. If you're in a room with 5 or 6 people, and you know there's a second room there as well, that and in room A you're with 5 people that agree with you, and in room B you're with 5 people that disagree with you. Most people are gonna gravitate towards room A because it's easier, you know. Lou, welcome in, brother. Yeah, Lou, I think crossplay is gonna be it. Get your predictions in, lads. What are you thinking? We won't have time for another game, so get your thoughts in and let me know. What are they actually going to announce today? Crossplay is the most gameplay updates, particularly. Yo, Velichen, thank you for the subscription, brother. I appreciate it, man. What are my thoughts on the upcoming Harry Potter reboot series? I don't have much hope for that series, to be honest with you, but I'll give it a go. Boz, what's up, brother? I mean, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so yeah, I don't think anything is touching the books, really. Like, but then again, I grew up with the books. You know, I read them every year. We need a unified account, though, for Crossplay. That's what, yeah, Tara, that's what I was talking about yesterday in the video that I did. I was saying that if Konami are going to do it, and actually OC was saying to me how they're going to manage that, because some people have got like cards on the mobile version of the game for playing for years that never came to eFootball. So, yeah. Got your tissue ready? Whatever gets you going, Mustafa. Rock, welcome in, brother. Welcome in, man. We got Hickey as a DMF, but I'm going to leave this screen up for the time being. We just spun there, lads, and got Hickey with the Drogba pack. The only thing we know that's gonna come on Thursday, lads, is the fact that we have this pack here. No, which pack is it? This one is gone. This jersey here. And then we also have a new phase as well. With a match pass. The eFootball League. So this is the phase, lads. So that's over on the 17th. You can't see it there with the box, but that's it. It's over on the 17th. Same with the match pass. Boz, welcome in as well, brother. Kurdos, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. All the boys are here. All the legends are here. David, welcome in as well. Heard rumors about Collar and Santa Ponza with Dua Lipa. No comment. I have no comment at the moment. Imagine if they announce a reset today. OC is going to have a heart attack. OC is definitely going to have to be checked in somewhere. I don't think they'll announce a reset, lads. I'd be shocked. That would actually shock me if they do. Nad, I mean, again, bro, if it's easy to call people idiots in the chat and say like, oh, you know, you shouldn't be hyped for today. I mean, again, like, what is it to you if people are getting hyped? I genuinely just don't understand this, man. I genuinely don't. And I really try to understand it because I can understand that people are frustrated with the game. But I genuinely don't understand why you would, like, shit on somebody else for being a little bit kind of curious or excited or, you know, a little bit hyped for today. I mean, it's nothing to you. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's just weird. I'm not calling you weird, Nad. I'm just saying it's weird behavior, man. I understand you can keep your expectations low, and you can be the first to say I told you so in the stream, man. If this is literally just an hour stream where they announce one legend card, you can say I told you so. But I just don't get what you get out of saying you told you so, man. It's like any aspect of life. If you are enjoying a TV show and I think it's terrible, like, it shouldn't, like, why would I want you to feel bad for doing it? You know what I mean? It's just weird, man. It's just weird. Anyway. I swear to God, man, like, if, for anyone in the chat, lads, I'm fairly straight up and I'm fairly blunt, right? But I genuinely do think that, and I'm not going to say this flippantly because we're all going through stuff, right? Last year, I probably had the toughest year of my life last year, right? And it put a lot of things into perspective, man. I used to get pissed off about things. I'd see people, other content creators, copying my ideas, copying my videos, talking shit about me. And it used to actually get me down, man, to the point where I was like considering, look, you know, I'm in my mid-30s. Do I actually want to be dealing with this? Coming into stream and people, you know, not watching my content and pretending that I didn't criticize the game. And then also in my personal life, a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. And then last year, man, we had a really, really difficult year last year. And it just put a lot of things into perspective. So I say this with sincerity. If eFootball being a bad game for you is the worst thing that's going on in your life at the moment, man, you are blessed. Trust me, you are blessed. You know? That's what it is, man. If eFootball is literally going to be the worst thing that is going on at the moment, that's good. Konami told me to stop microwaving my pizza pockets. Yeah, but that's only because if people are using Wi-Fi or mobile. Every bit of communication that Konami come out with is geared towards mobile. And you have to understand, lads, if you're playing on mobile, somebody could be inside in the toilet playing on their phone. You know? Yeah, I do feel that the gameplay at the moment is probably one of the worst gameplays that we've had. And listen, like, I keep talking about this. I keep talking about it. And it's like, oh, you know, but the only people that give out about the game are people that are shit at the game, right? I'm not a good player, man. I'm not. Like, I'm an average eFootball player. And I'll admit that. Like, I don't play the game enough to sweat it. And I'm just not at that level compared to other people, man, in terms of, like, going on these 50, 60, 70 win streaks. Could I do it if I really set my mind to it? Potentially. But still, at the same time, I'm able to get to Division 1 every time with probably about 30% focus on the games and 70% on the streams and chatting to you guys and slagging you off and having the banter and looking for clips with collar that I can make into videos. So I'm still able to get into the top 0.4% of the player base, right? But there's nothing to play for. So I'm not giving out about the game because I'm shit at it. That's probably part of the reason. But I'm giving out because the game at the moment rewards one way and there's a lot of silly stuff that happens in the game that doesn't get punished. You know? We want Raquelme Classic number 10. Phenomenal shoulder charge. Well, phenomenal shoulder charge is coming. If they announce cards for the top 200, of course I'd grind for it, Gary. Of course. Of course, man. Yo, Baraka, what's up, brother? John, what's up, brother? Yeah, we're watching it live, lads. We're going to be going live to it now in a second. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Egyptinio, nothing. I haven't gone through anything. We're literally just going through it live. Molly, welcome in. Mark, welcome in. Jesse, welcome in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. This is my team that I'm rocking at the moment, just before we go into this. This is my team. That's it. So we're ready to rock and roll, lads. We're nearly there, man. There's nearly 700 people in the stream. Lads, if you have a Twitter, you have a Reddit, you have anything, just tweet out the link, man. Let's try and crack 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 viewers, man. Like the last one. If you have it and you do want to do me a solid, it would be huge. All right, let me change my screen over, lads. Let's go, baby. We're ready to rock and roll, lads. I can't go full screen yet. I can't go full screen yet, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Helio, brother, I appreciate the donut, man. I'm not falling back. I'm not falling back on that as an excuse, bro. No, I'm not. I'm not falling back on that excuse, man. I'm saying to you is that, like, when you, like, eFootball at the end of the day is a video game. Do you know what I mean?
But falling back to that extreme so as to excuse Konami slacking on offline features is poor.
I'm genuinely not, I'm not, man. I'm not excusing it. I'm not excusing it. Two things can be correct. I'm not excusing that Konami has literally disregarded the offline fan base, man, that made Konami and made eFootball what it was and PES what it was. Edit Mode Master League. I'm just saying to you that at the end of the day, when every argument is had, to Konami, eFootball is literally a video game. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And I'm not trying to disrespect I mean, Helio, you know me for years, bro. You know how big of a fan of mastering in edit mode I am. You know? I hope it's going to have subtitles, lads. I hope it's going to have subtitles. Can I request Konami to put a server in Cork? Maybe. All right, let's get cracking, man. A minute to go. All right, let's go. Wig or no wig? Wig or no wig? Hold on. $60 seconds, lads. A lot can happen in 60 seconds. A lot can happen in 60 seconds. We're doing our warm-up. All right, let's go. Premier begins shortly. Come on! The stream, come on. Get my tea into me. Is this gonna have copyright music now, lads? I hope not. I hope it has English subtitles, lads. Timer's gone, lads. Let's go, come on. My expectations are here at the moment. I want them to be blown up. Oh! Too loud. Better? That wasn't me, lads. That was YouTube. Oh, we have closed captions, lads. That better? Let's go, Konami. All right, let's get rid of the wig, lads. Let's get rid of the wig. This is serious business now. All right, let's go. Let's go, 10. Oh shit, hold on.
情報番組 eFootball コネクト本日司会を担当する岸大我です。よろしくお願いします。さあこの番組は明日に迫る
Oh, lads, we've no subtitles, man.
バージョン 4.4 の情報をお届けする番組となっております。この番組のゲストとしまして今回新たに eFootball を芸能界や世の中に広めていく橋渡し役として eFootball のコミュニティアンバサダーに
We've no subtitles, lads.
三浦陸さんにお越しいただいております。お願いします。よろしくお願いします。
They promised subtitles, man.
はい。 さあ改めてアンバサダーになったというところでお気持ちいかがですか？
いやもうすごく嬉しいですね。まさかちょっとこういう形でフットボールに携われるとは思ってなかったので、ちょっともう僕自身こう普段やってるのでやっぱこう一人でも多くの人にフットボールを楽しんでもらえるようちょっと一生懸命フットボールの魅力をお伝えできたらなと思います。今現時点で多分プレイ時間は2600弱だと思います。2500時間ぐらい、2500時間台だと思います。
はい。もうこのねやり込みをぜひ。
Have we got English? Have we got lads? I can't switch to English.
頑張ります。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。そして今回はアップデート情報をより詳しくお客様の皆さんにお届けするために eFootball のプロデューサーのお二人にもお越しいただきました。タヤ統括プロデューサー。
Hold on, lads. Hold on. Hold on.
プロデューサーよろしくお願いします。
Hold on. Where is it, man? Where is it? Who sent me that? Absolute legend.
様へのアンケートや SNS でいただくコメントを拝見しながらゲームを改善してきました。またゲーム内でのプレイデータ、お客様の遊んでいただいたデータですね、ご参考にしながらアップデート内容というのは決定してきています。で今年実はシリーズ30周年を迎える
Thank you, boys.
けれども、
Nice, Gary. 30th anniversary.
コミュニケーションを深めていきたいと考えておりまして、この情報番組をお送りすることにいたしました。
なるほど、ありがとうございます。
I don't need to translate now, lads. What the word connect means as used in the name of the program.
今回の番組は世界中のお客様と私たちの制作者をつなぐような意味
Connection between our fans and production team.
コネクトにしました。今まで我々がどのように考えで制作をしているのかというところをこの番組を通じて皆さんに届けたいなと思っています。
ありがとうございます。まあだからこのね英語表記だったというところですね。ということでお待たせいたしました。
Let's share what's new in v4.4. Let's go. This is it. Give me a trailer now.
今回は主に3つのカテゴリー、ゲームプレイ、
Gameplay.
さらに
Finally.
機能ということで分けてアップ。
Player development and useful functions.
まずはゲームプレイのアップデート情報についてです。今回対 AI 戦の新しいモードとしまして eFootball リーグに対 AI カテゴリーが追加となりました。
Brand new eFootball League AI category.
ディビジョンが上がるごとに強くなっていく AI との対戦で自身の実力を出すことができます。
Stay steady, lads.
萩原さんいかがでしょうか？
結構強いってことですか、このディビジョン戦なの。
That's not gameplay though.
ディビジョン制になりますので、トップのディビジョン2、ディビジョン1になると今までの
So it's going to go from like beginner all the way up to legend difficulty.
かなり歯応えのある相手になると思います。やっぱり対人戦なかなかちょっと怖いって感じらっしゃってるお客様
Jumping straight into PvP can feel daunting. By the time you can beat the AI in Divisions 2 and 3, you're probably ready to take on. So it's like a tutorial mode.
十分戦えるレベルに。
Okay, listen, we'll refrain from that at the moment.
わあすごい。これちなみに
What kind of squads will the AI opponent use?
対戦相手のチームっていうのはどんなこうスカットっていうかになってるんですか？
はい、このモードに参加していただいている他のお客様ですね。
So it'll use your squads. So I could be playing one of your squads.
なので
That's not bad. Oh no, we'll refrain from giving out about that. That's actually not bad. That's an offline mode where you're playing against other users' accounts.
強力なスカット、いわゆるガチスカ の相手が
That's not bad, man. That's actually not too bad. It's kind of like the old school PES mode.
AI 戦に自信がある方も、はい、トライしていただきたいなと思います。
It's obviously not going to excite me too much, but new change to gameplay. Come on, just drop the bomb. Crossplay! It's coming! Finally! Finally! There we go, finally! We knew it! We knew it! It's here. Let's go, baby. Means you'll be able to play co-op and friend matches. Not divisions, though.
シンプルに嬉しいです。
Did I not say divisions, lads?
今後、もう eFootball リーグ
Yeah! Boom! There we go! That's it! Drop the bomb! Drop the hammer!
その PC 版が一緒にマッチングするようになりますので、
Fucking cooking!
一つのカテゴリーというかランキングボードで
That's good. Finally, we got something dropped. We got the hammer dropped. That's pretty decent. Combined ranking. Oh, baby. That's what I was just saying. That's what I was just saying. Crossplay matchmaking will be quicker and easier than ever before. Nice. I like that. It is great news. Lads, the unified ranking is what I was just saying 2 minutes ago. That's absolutely brilliant going forward. Oh, no! Konami, please, why are you bringing Smart Assist into it, brothers?
で使用だけありました。過去に実施したアンケート結果ですとか、お客様からのフィードバック、あとゲームのプレイデータなどを総合的に加味した上で判断した結果、このタイミングで
They fucking had us, man. They had us, and now they're after.
しようということを決定しました。でこれに伴って新規でeFootballを始められる。
Oh no 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 no! That's the wrong option, man. Smart Assist in eFootball League is not it.
モードなんですけれども、これがデフォルトでありと有効になっていますので、ぜひお友達など身の回りの方
That's poor, man.
一緒にeFootballを楽しんで。
Listen, it's not the worst announcement, but it's pretty bad. Okay, that's it with gameplay. They're talking about player development. Backup players' capacity is increased. We knew that was coming. A lot of people were talking about that. A lot of people were asking for that. 500,000 GP! That was coming, that was coming. We knew that was coming. That's not a big thing either, because if you've got 900 players, it's a lot.
育成のアクションができないなどの一部機能の制限はあるんですけれども、今まで好きな選手とか
That's fine, man.
試合では使えないけど取っておきたかった選手とかをしっかり
Oh, I think there's a reason why they're doing that, and we'll discuss it afterwards. I'm going to go back through this stream again, lads, because I have something to actually tell you now. Release many of your players at once. Finally, finally. I've got something to tell you now that I'll be able to talk about. I'm going to tell you after this. We're going to go back to this part exactly and talk about it.
よりそこの入れ替えもスムーズにできるようになるかなと思ってます。
Alright, that's fine, man. That's fine as well. That's just normal. We have another player development update. Skill training. Please be able to pick your skills. That would be huge. Oh, no. Random category. Okay, so they're not bringing it that you can pick exactly what one that they do, but they have added more manual to it. Finally, man. Crossplay is coming, boys. Crossplay is confirmed. Yeah. I have love one touch pass, so I kept praying on it. You're a meta rat! No, I'm only joking. How can I... It's good to know you can increase it. So you pick the category and then it gives you out of the category. Casino 2.0. Well, it's more... It's obviously... It's probably giving you just higher your odds. It's probably a step in the right direction. Lads, to be honest with you, I think choosing a skill is too much to ask for. Let's see if they do it with position as well, yeah. They will. They never usually implement one thing without adding it to the second. But listen, if you could put 50 trainers in and get one touch pass, great. Position trainers would be good, yeah. One more update regarding player skills. Delete skill! Oh, they're listening. They're listening. I do not believe it, man. They're listening. They're listening, man. Finally, they actually are listening. I don't know how many times I fed that back. Something as simple as that. Finally, man. Little, tiny little things like that. That's what a lot of people wanted for a long time. That's pretty much it, though, man. Useful functions. Oh, lads, I hope that that's not all, though, man. They have to surely have a trailer or something. I recall using a system back today where I was able to take screenshots of my full squad. Exactly, that's for this function we decided to bring it back. That's just a squad display issue, man, that was there in the mobile version of the game. So you'll be able to just share your squad more easily, that's all. Ooh, campaign! 900 milli? New campaign, Ronaldinho, lads. Ronaldinho, a brand new legend. Brand new legend. Oh, 850 million badge download. Tour event, challenge event, coin event, 850 million. 850 free eFootball coins. New kit. Ooh! That's nice. New skill training, advanced skill. That's what it's called, advanced skill. Let me take a screenshot of that. Now, lads, are they going to announce the new legend, man? Are they going to announce the new legend? I don't want to say. Two popular topics. They're not going to announce a legend. They're going to hold it. They're going to keep their powder dry, definitely. Gameplay, let's go now, let's go. Oh, I can't believe they're talking about gameplay passing abilities. Oh my god, man, I actually can't believe they're talking about this. This is crazy for Konami. That's crazy. We worked hard to improve the passing. Use passing abilities to greater effect. Please just don't be Showtime skills now. Players' pass-related stats will have a bigger impact of the speed and trajectory of the passes. Ooh! Let's see. Players with higher pass-related stats quicker at kicking the ball and trajectory will be sharper. That looks a little bit better, man. That looks a little bit better. That's better, man. That's better. Was that a stunning pass, though? And interesting, they're showing console gameplay, too. Faster passes will result with wider options. Oh, man, the minute they start talking about passing, that is huge. Lower, higher, lower, higher. Man, that's that's a huge increase. Look at the right, higher there. That's the way the ball should be crossing in, zipping in. That's actually kind of big, man. That's kind of big for passing stats. All my player builds, all that. We're going to have to redo a lot of our players now. Our crosses, our passing options, the likes of Busquets, Pirlo, they might finally shine from an attacking point of view. That's pretty decent, man. That and the skills are pretty decent. Good passers will have an important role in the team now. Finally! So passing is going to be the meta for tomorrow, lads. Right now I feel that short passes quick are the way to go, which limits the variety of play. Lads, I'm actually shocked they're talking about this, man. They've never talked about the meta for the last 5 years of the game. Oh man, if they talk about toning down the AI defense, this is a win. We decided to tweak the defense. The current AI has been restricted, so we decided to tweak that, please. No way, man. No way. Lads, I'm actually shocked. I'm shocked that they're talking about these things, man. You don't know how big of a deal this is for Konami to be actually pinpointing their own mistakes with the gameplay. It's crazy. This is a sign of the times to come, man. It has to be. More diverse ways to score, less AI horniness and defensiveness. Oh, connection during the online PvP matches. Are they going to show a little, like, icon or an antenna? Probably. A lot of lag. I seem to frequently get disconnected during matches. Well, OC, that's exactly it, man. This is not big for many developers, but for Konami, this is huge. Admitting that they've, you know, the meta and stuff. They haven't talked about the meta in years, lads. Years. How online matches work. Yeah, well, this is more for mobile. Two types of connection methods for PvP. Peer-to-peer and client-server. Yeah, well, we know that. I've talked about this before. Opponents connect directly to peer-to-peer, and then you connect to the game server. That's the way it's worked. Are they going to extend it, man? Are they going to extend it out? The game mode, events. Are they going to talk about events in League, man?
eFootball リーグですとかランキングイベントなどその戦績が重要なモードでは通信の安定性の
I don't believe that the events don't use P2P.
クライアントサーバー方式を採用しています。今回のアップデートでクライアントサーバー方式でのオンライン対人戦中に
Ron, thank you, brother. I'll read your message in a minute. Antenna display added to online matches. Holy moly. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it, man. I know a few people were saying that in the chat, but it's nice to see it on a screenshot here. Oh, man, this guy is dropping the hammer, man. So it's going to show your connection and my connection. So no more hiding. If you're like, oh, I'm on 2,000 meg broadband with NASA connection, and you're playing on 12 meg free McDonald's Wi-Fi. Wow, man, that's big. That's actually big, man. They're small things, lads. But when you add them up, they're talking about all the right things. I'm going to talk about it after the stream is over. After this video is over, we'll go into why I'm a little bit more excited now. Man, just drop the legend now. Drop the legend. I have something here I want to show you. I have something here I want to show you. They're surely going to drop the hammer, man. Okay, so they have a list of location game servers on the official eFootball site. We'll have a look at that as well in a minute. I'll go back over everything in a minute, lads, for anyone that's just joining. They have to drop us, they have to give us a legend, man. They have to.
なので適切な対戦相手とマッチングするためにサーバーの数と位置を調整することが非常に重要になります。で、今回実はその観点から
Carefully planned servers who decided to add a new server in Saudi Arabia.
通信環境があまり良くないというデータ
Interesting.
でサウジアラビアにサーバーを追加しました。
They'll have a huge base over in Saudi, lads. Massive base over there. They'll probably add a few more there. Well, Yusuf, you just answered your own question, bro. They literally are just talking about adding a new server. So you're spamming, but you just watch it, man. Oh! Okay, the World Finals, lads. They're talking about the World Finals. The eFootball Championship 2025 World Finals is coming to Shibuya Garden. Roughly 40 million people from over 200 countries and regions participated in the qualifying stages. That is crazy. Probably about 35 million of those are on mobile. So that's coming July 20th and 21st. We'll watch that. We'll watch that. Of course, they have the Japanese champion, lads. Absolute legend at the game. Really strong player. Who won the console one. We'll do a roundup of everything after, lads. It's only going to be a few more minutes and we'll do a roundup, okay? World Finals will include a live audience. I'm going to try... Konami, why don't you bring me? Come on, I'm ready to rock. I've got my passport. We'll go over, we'll bring the wig. We'll have a bit of banter. Interacting with influencers. Let's go, baby. Action from finals we broadcast on the official. Yeah, there's a survey. Ah, man, I thought they did give us a legend, lads. I thought that we'd have to bring out the gloves. Remember the last stream? I had a little prop here. Remember the last prop, man, that we had? I have the missus's gloves. Like to thank everyone around the world for playing eFootball. Give us a trailer, man. Look. Oh, man, I thought that they dropped the hammer with a legend. They haven't introduced a legend at all. There's music playing. Ah, come on, lads, come on. We hope you're excited for what's in store following tomorrow's maintenance. Thank you for watching. That's it, bro. That's it, man. That's it. That's it, lads. All right, hold on a second now, man. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. We've got the gloves on to dissect. That's it. I thought that we get a trailer. Is that it? Is that it, man? She stopped. No new legends. I'm very surprised they didn't announce one of the legends. I think they'll probably do tomorrow with the trailer, yeah. Is that it, lads? Is it over? Okay, let's go back over it. Let's go back over it. 1 second, 1 second. I need to exit out of this. 1 second now, boys. I just need to get this back up. Lads! 1,300 people in the chat. Holy moly, man. Holy moly. All right. Let's go back on this, right? Let's go back on this and talk about a few of the key things, right? So the first thing that they announced, the first big thing was this. Lads, if you haven't liked the stream, man, we've over 1,300 people watching. Absolutely blown away, man. Absolutely blown away with the support. Crazy. You guys are just crazy, man. But if you haven't liked the stream, please do. We're going to go back over everything, right? So we have AI modes here. This is an AI mode that they were bringing in. So basically, to just summarize this now, okay? They talk about the AI mode Similar to when you start a division match in Division 9, 8, 7, you'll be playing against AI. But the difficulty is going to go up and up and up as you go up, right? That's the first thing they talked about. Number 2, crossplay. 100% confirmed on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Windows. They also mentioned that there's going to be a unified matchmaking, combined ranking across all platforms. So that's going to be huge as well. So eFootball League is now going to contain Xbox players, Steam players. It's going to be one unified ranking. Similar to Warzone, similar to Fortnite, similar to all those games. Huge. That's big, man, for the future of the mode, because I reckon that they're going to drop the hammer on divisions. And now they'll be able, because they'll have a way bigger pool. And I'm super buzzing that they're not talking about mobile. No disrespect to mobile. Mobile doesn't need crossplay, lads. Mobile doesn't need it because it's so big at the moment. The mobile fan base is so big that it genuinely doesn't need crossplay. But Steam, Windows, Xbox, and PlayStation will. The third thing they talked about is a thumbs down for me. It genuinely is. Smart Assist fully implemented in all modes. That's a down for me. That's a big miss. But listen, it's not a huge issue if they tone down the gameplay a little bit and tone down the assistance. So let's see. It's a major L. I think it's definitely. I honestly think that that's more mobile focused than console. Like when you're playing against people in Smart Assist, it's the defending. The defending is the hard part. They also announced as well what somebody has been asking for. A lot of people have been asking for backup player slots to more players. So you'll be able to get 500 new players to your squad if you already have 900. And it's going to cost you 500,000 GP to increase your slots for backup. And it says, another function is the ability to immediately batch release players. Yeah, I honestly think, man, I think people are kind of forgetting how bad these like events have been before, and like literally have just been 40 minutes of watching people play the game and then a card or two. Like, I actually am blown away, not by the whole presentation, but I'm actually shocked, right? They also added skill training program as well, right? So you'll be able to give a random category. So you're not able to pick one touch pass. Like at the moment, right? At the moment, if you want to give a skill to a card, you literally, like say Drogba, right? I can't delete a skill from Drogba. So the only way to give Drogba a skill, right, or to do anything, is to either do it randomly. So if I give him a random skill here, and he gets chip shot control, brilliant. But just as easily he could get blocking, or he could get whatever. So that has happened to me a few times where I've given a player a random skill, such as Musiala, I think, was probably my most famous one on stream before, where I nearly ruined his card. I think I had Musiala, this Musiala here. I gave him blocker. So the only way to get rid of blocker before would have been for me to overwrite it randomly. You can also give a skill, if you guys don't know, you can also give a skill by using a legacy transfer method. So you go in here to legacy transfer, and then you pick a skill that you want that's on another player. So for example, if I wanted to give one touch pass or chop turn or whatever, if a player already has it, I can overwrite that and give Bale chop turn. But the randomness of getting it was like really random. So for example, if I could be waiting months, I would be waiting months to get a one touch pass. So what they're doing now is they're bringing this in. Helio, thank you, brother. Are you still able to turn off Smart Assist? I presume you will be. Yeah. I won't be playing with Smart Assist. So this new skill trainer that they're talking about here, it looks like what they're doing is that you'll be able to put it into a category here. So for example, you'll be able to pick one category. So for shooting, it's going to have like heading, shooting, kicking power, whatever. For skills, do you know what I mean? That match the stats. Right? The other thing that they talk about here is deleting skills. So this again is big. They talk about deleting skills as well. Again, it's not going to, look, are Konami stocks going to go massively up? No, it's not world changing. It's not world changing. I'll be interested to see if you can turn off crossplay, yeah. Deleting a skill, people have been asking for that for a long time. Now they go on to player development. So this is a brand new squad display. We've had this for a while on console, but this has been added where you're able to get your full squad, your full starting 11, your bench, your manager, everything. It's just a visual thing. And then they also talk about this brand new campaign. So this is the 850 million campaign. You're going to be getting a free kit. You're going to be getting the advanced skill trainer. You're going to be getting the badge. This all but confirms that Suarez will be coming, boys. Suarez is going to come, 100%. This MSN Suarez. They'll probably, I reckon they'll re-release Neymar and Messi too. This is going to be from the 17th of April to the 8th of May. So that's going to bring us right up to early May. You also have 30 random rewards, Tour Event 18, Challenge Event 12, including coins. You'll be able to earn 850 coins there. You see in the bottom of the screen, 850 coins from this random reward. So that's good, man. That's good. And they have a new kind of like skill trainer kind of like clearance thing. So there's 21 days of it there. And the skill trainers, you're going to be getting an advanced skill, which is per category, which is pretty decent. But honestly, man, I'm shocked, right? And I said this. Remember I told you in yesterday's stream, and I talked to you about that I had heard and I was told that they did an internal feedback, right? This has to be the feedback that they came back. Now, overwhelmingly, people said that the passing was too slow, stamina didn't make a difference, and that, you know, passing was like all 1-2 centrified. That's what I had heard. That's what I was saying to you yesterday in the stream. But overall, mostly people were happy with the gameplay, which I disagreed with. But they actually are looking to, you know, talking about this, using passing abilities to greater effect. What do you think of that? What do you think of that, man? Are you surprised with that? I'm surprised. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised, lads, that this is the example here. Right? This is the example here. Look on the left of the screen and look on the right of the screen. Both with the same Lamal. In fairness, Konami don't usually do comparisons with this. This is a small win, but I do get why people will, you know, like this. Watch the difference. See the ball? So Lewandowski already has the ball gone in there, and he doesn't. Like, it's only there. So the ball is in the back of the net on the right side of the screen, and on the left side of the screen, you've got the ball just still there. Crossplay is coming, Benham, yeah. So the likes of, you know, and even look at the header, man, because the ball is coming in with less velocity in the older. This has to be v4.3 gameplay on the left, and then v4.4 gameplay is on the right. So you can see it. You can actively see it. And I'd say that they've probably reworked when the ball is coming in flight. That ball on the left, man, is so floaty. So floaty, bro. You can see it there. So the likes of Pirlo, the likes of Iniesta, the problem with the game, in my opinion, at the moment, from a balance point of view, is like, look at my team, right? I have no use for passing. Like, Bale, 75 and 73 for his passing stats. Nedved, slightly better with 89 and 82. And Hoynes, 75 lofted pass. So 4 of my midfielders, including Vieira, have passing around 80. So maybe that there will finally be a chance now to have the likes of Pirlo in. Now, Pirlo has good stats off the rip, but if you look at Pirlo's training here, right, we've popped 6 into passing, but we've popped like 11 into lower body to get him up at 88, 85 and 85. But I think the biggest one, lads, I think the biggest thing that they've talked about today, and it's something that I definitely didn't think that they do. This is good, man. You can see the difference here from left to right. You can see the difference here. From left to right, man. Lower, higher. Absolutely insane. Like, I know what you're saying, lads. Look, and I get it. Barry, you know, you're getting excited. You're getting this, you're getting that. They're marginal, tiny changes. These should have been in eFootball all the time. I get that, bro. I do get that. And I don't expect anyone to be, you know, but it's, listen, man, a small man can cast a long shadow or a big shadow, like in Game of Thrones, right? These small changes are enough to change the meta. And that to me is big. Like, look, right? When you have it here, like, I'm already, like, once v4.3, right? The player gets the ball. He doesn't even have it under control. The player on the right in v4.4 is already into a dribble. That's huge, man, because look at the positioning differences. You know? It's different, man. It's different. Galfano, thank you, brother. Just joined in. Crossplay the news, great. eFootball League needed a refresh. Anything on visual updates or edit mode? Have a coffee. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate everyone. That's Helio as well. Give your GGs to Helio, Galfano, everybody that's donating, man. Yeah, so they have talked about crossplay. That's probably their biggest announcement that they talked about was crossplay. But I think this is the biggest one, lads. I genuinely think this is the biggest one here that they talk about. The adjustments of defensive pressure. We have tweaked how aggressively the AI applies pressure and how they move to block passing lanes. Lads, if that actually works, tomorrow's going to be fun. It's nice, man. It's nice because I do feel like, listen, this is not like game-changing, world-changing.
Crossplay the news. Great. eFootball League needed a refresh. A-OK. Anything on visual updates or edit mode?
There's nothing on edit mode or updates at the moment. No cards either. Thank you, brother, for the super chat as well. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro. Devram, thank you, Devram. It is. It's tiny stuff, lads. That it's like this. I think Konami have now effectively, and I hope they keep this. I genuinely think Konami. Honestly, I think Konami are standing on the top of a mountain, and they're literally just after putting a tiny little snowball, and it's gonna roll down. By the time it gets to the bottom of the mountain, it should be huge. If they don't roll this back, please, lads, I beg you, man. Just, if we're doing the survey, right? We'll do the survey in a minute, right? Just, let's give this a try. Let's as a community give this like AI pressure and the passing. Let's give it a try for a month before we start talking about slow or whatever. When I stream tomorrow, man, I'm not even going to mention the issues. I'm literally, or not the issues, I'm not going to mention the difficulty of what we're trying to do because this is huge for me. The AI defensive. I did not think that they'd talk about AI defense. I hope it does. I mean, the example that they give, lads, is nice, you know, with the defense. Like, they're talking about different ways to break down. And then also this as well. They are adding an antenna to the game. So you'll be able to see what connection your opponent has and what connection that, you know, you have. You see it there in the top right? You see it there? Where the arrow is pointing? They've talked about that. So you're going to have it and they're going to have it. So you'll finally be able to see, you know, if I'm on stream, you know, people will be able to see if I'm complaining about the connection. People will be able to see, yeah, well, look, you know, that guy only has 2 bars or he has 3 bars. And on top of that then as well, lads, this is the most un-Konami thing I've seen them do in years. They're actually bringing in an end of match review, showing the quality of the game between you and your opponent throughout the match. So you can see here, 15 minutes past, 30 minutes past, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, all the way through to the 90-minute match. Yo, GT, what's up, brother? Because at the moment, lads, you could be playing with somebody, genuinely, you could be playing with somebody and you won't even know, man, what connection that they have. I'll give a poll. I'll do a poll. Hold on, I need to exit out of that screen. Thoughts on v4.4 Connect news. Love it. Mixed. Not interested enough. They haven't talked about physicality. They haven't talked about shooting. They haven't talked about dribbling. They haven't talked about a lot of stuff, and I get that. No news on the trading either. Now, I had heard, lads, right? I did a video yesterday, and I have yet to bring it out. I honestly do think that Suarez is going to come. I do think Suarez is going to come. And I already did a video, and I'll talk about this video soon. It should be up quite soon. And it's the player exchange. So this is a mock-up, right? This is a mock-up. Lou, I'll give you a quick rundown, Lou, because you are such a regular, man. We'll talk about this in a second. We'll talk about what I've heard, okay? We'll talk about that in a sec. Lou, basically all you need to know so far, right? They're bringing in the good. I'll cover the good. They're bringing in crossplay. They're also bringing in the ability to, this is the best ones, I think, add a skill training by category. They're also bringing in gameplay changes. This is the campaign. They're bringing in pass-related stats and pass-related stuff as well. Let me get rid of this screen. Hold on. So the passing is one that they're talking about, Lou. So you can see the difference here. This is the best example. They've made changes to passing where the ball is going to be like, you know, with higher passers, with people that have got high passing stats. So this case here, Lamal on the left versus on the right, he's got better stats on the right. The ball goes in and it's a nice sharp header. They've also changed the stuff they've talked about defense, that they've tweaked the aggression of the defense. They talk about crossplay. They've announced crossplay. Here. Where is it? They talk about crossplay. And they talk about the ability of like more game servers and stuff. Is out wide playable now? Salmon, you don't need to spam, bro. Relax, man. Relax. Out wide is playable. We'll test it out tomorrow. It should be. No, they've not announced about cross progression, lads. Now, if they are to bring a trade-in feature, I reckon it won't be this. These are the two options, right? These are just mock-ups I've done as part of a video coming. This is player to player. So essentially, I would trade with one of you guys and say, right, I'll give you my Maradona, Mudryk, Mbappe, and Messi for Songkrasin, Sommer, and Ronaldo. Boom, grand, fine. I don't think that they'll ever do that because it'll be too easily manipulated, right? I think that if they're going to do it, they'll do this style here, where you'll have basically, you know, a really good card once a month that you'll be able to trade in older cards for. That's what I think that they'll do. You know? They've read the room. They definitely have adapted to the criticisms. And that's big. So yeah, that's what I think will happen. But there is no word of cross progression. Lads, this here, I don't know if mobile fans are watching, right? But I don't want to, like, you know, I don't think, man, that mobile needs crossplay. I don't think Konami need to have crossplay versus mobile. You know what I mean? I don't see the need for it. I don't see the need for it because mobile already have millions and millions and millions and millions of users. PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Windows probably have a combined maybe, I don't know, man. How many people are playing? You know, I genuinely, I don't know how mobile people feel about that, but I think that mobile already have enough of a player base. The biggest problem with eFootball at the moment on console is that there isn't enough player base. Unless if they brought mobile support, that you could play the mobile game with your controller and you had identical controls and tactics and stuff like that, I think it would be big, but I don't think that they're going to do it. You know, I genuinely don't think that they're going to do it. I don't think they're never going to bring in a transfer market, lads, to be able to sell cards. What are you thinking, though, lads? What are you thinking? So we have 45% saying love it, 38% saying mix. We've nearly 400 votes. And we have 17 saying not interested enough. I think, listen, would it have been a banger if they said, listen, we have plans for Master League in edit mode in September, October. Here are 10 new legends. Of course. But I definitely think there's a brand new direction at the moment with Konami.
Harry, in booking in a slot to play you tomorrow.
Gary, thank you, brother. We'll get it cracking. We'll get it cracking and we'll test out crossplay tomorrow. You're first in line. You better bring your A game, Gary. There's no block list. No, there isn't a block list. But honestly, lads, if you guys have been playing the game for a while, right? Let's just be real here. And again, I feel like I have to use this as a disclaimer, saying, you know, oh, like they're happy with the bare minimum. Barry is literally, you know, fawning over. I'm like, oh, I'm drooling over crossplay and drooling over them changing passing and drooling over defensive AI being toned down. It's not that I'm drooling over it. It's just that, like, when you've played the game for the last 6 months with these issues, I genuinely did not think that Konami would talk about these issues dead on today. I just didn't. It's not their style for the last couple of years. Every conversation I've ever had, right? Every conversation I've ever had at playtest before, the meta wasn't really discussed. You know what I mean? And they've actively pinpointed it now and talked about it and said, listen, we know that there's an issue, man. We know that there's an issue with people that are literally just being able to spam 1-2 passing. You know? And they've tweaked the defensive style of the game. The only thing that would have literally set this into orbit would be if they had talked about the stamina system being overhauled. That if you're pressing too much or calling AI pressure. But I definitely think it's a good start. I definitely think it's a good starting point. And the only thing left now, right? This is another thing. The only thing left on the only thing left that they have to add from this original crossplay, right? Hold on, let me try and get this up if I can. I'm not too sure where I have it. I don't have it. Oh yeah, this original roadmap, look. The only thing that they haven't brought into this now, right? This was the original roadmap. So if you go through this roadmap here, right? They have local matches using all the clubs. Yeah, done. All new engine game rollout with UE. Yeah, UE4. Online league. That's obviously became Dream Team. Team building mode. That was either My League or it was obviously Dream Team as well, and they were mixed. Esports tournaments and cross-platform. That's now in, except that they've dropped support for phones, okay? Mobile controller support, they haven't brought that in yet. Match pass system has come. Cross-generation matches and cross-platform matches. So the only thing they haven't brought in is the mobile crossplay and the mobile support. And edit mode of Master League. That's it. Everything else, man, I'm happy with. That's what I'm thinking, man. No, I didn't hear that Henri is coming, no. I didn't hear that Henri was coming. Yeah, I just didn't think that they'd talk about it, lads. And even the fact that they mentioned, you know, what was the comment that this guy made? Look, like, I don't think you guys realize that how big of a deal this is, lads. You know? I get it. This is not going to blow people away, lads. This is not going to blow people away that are kind of fed up with the game. Somebody kind of coming into this game that hasn't played it in months and is like, is it enough? I don't think that this update is for people that are like moved on from the game to bring them back. These are literally quality of life, day-to-day, match-to-match gameplay updates. That's what it feels like to me. Like, the fact that they're talking about right now, I feel that short passes and quick 1-2 passes are the way to go, which limits the variety of play. You might say, like, yeah, like, Stevie Wonder could see that that's the issue with playing online against high-rank opponents that know how to spam the 1-2 meta. But the meta's been in like that since PES 20, lads. Into PES 21, into eFootball 22 beta, into eFootball 23, 24, and currently for the last 6 months, 1-2 passing is just being completely broken. And the fact that they're talking about that, and they're talking about the two biggest issues in the game at the moment, apart from dribbling, they're talking about passing and pace, and that the ball travels faster than the player now. Like, look, right, when you get the ball here, this is actually a big example here. And I know we're splitting hairs, but a lot of the time you can't play out wide because by the time the ball goes over, the team has pressed and you're literally in trouble. And then you have to go backwards, right? So with this example here, with the passing going into a different area, you can see from left to right, there's an actual visual, you know, proper difference there. Yeah, no mention of Master League, lads. There's no mention of Master League. I do understand that, and, you know. Do I think they'll bring the exchange soon or wait till September, October? I think that they're going to have another couple of these ones, these connects. I think they're definitely going to have another eFootball Connect. They've definitely held back on stuff. But this is the way it should be, man. Very simplistic. No, you know, just say it straight out. Listen, this is what we're working on. We know there's a problem with the passing. We know that there's a problem with the defensive AI. We know that there's a problem with connection. Boom, boom, boom. Let's talk about it. Get it out and see what we're going to do about it. Everyone knows the issues, man. There is no cross save or cross progression, no. Well, they haven't talked about dribbling, but I think the fact that they've already, like, you know, the fact, well, my pack prediction is going to be Suarez, lads. That's who I think is going to come. I think this Suarez is going to come, if you to ask me. We already have had Neymar and Lionel Messi. Exactly, Tom. That's perfectly articulated, man. It's not about, look at Tom's point there, lads. That's the point I'm trying to make in as few words as he just summed it up. This was a very non-Konami-like presentation. Usually Konami, when they talk about stuff like this, they literally are just like, oh, here's the card, here's Hazard, here's 5 new legends coming. And they don't really talk about future updates and what they're doing to address the issues in the game. It's their mindset. It looks to be slightly changing. Like they have graphics to show peer-to-peer and client server base. They have an antenna coming in the game. It's tiny things. I understand that. That's it, man. No bullshit, just straight to the point. Yo, Iran Esports, you mentioned that you wanted to say something about the 500 backup player slots. No, it wasn't about the 500 player slots. It was more about the... Was it this? Oh man, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, you're right. I remember I had a point to say that I could have said. Oh man, what was it? Oh yeah. I think this all but confirms what I've heard. That player reset is gone out of their heads. So this has been kind of where I've been at with it, is that there was 2 options. They were either going to do a player reset or they were going to improve man management and squad management. Mobile doesn't need crossplay because it has 700 million players and console combined at 50. Yeah, Helio, I agree, bro. I agree, man. I agree. DT, the new update isn't even out yet, bro. The new update isn't even out yet. Yo, Artaric, what's up, brother? Austin, they have spoken about crossplay. Yeah, that was one of the first things that they mentioned. Crossplay is coming. It is coming. And I also think that Suarez will come, lads. I think it's a definite. I think it's a definite, man. I think, do you guys think that Suarez is going to be a good card, lads? That's the question I have. Do you think Suarez is going to be a good card? Will they give him the... Will they give him that? The only other card I'd heard was coming that I haven't seen him mention about was Ronaldinho. That's the only other card I hadn't seen him bring or talk about. That Ronaldinho card. I had heard that card was coming. So I will say that the legend I had heard was coming was also a Brazilian. Possibly bigger than Ronaldinho. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry, lads, 1 second now. Let me just tweet this out, lads. All right, any questions, lads? Anything that you missed? Anything that you missed, lads? And lads, shout out to Gary as well. We were watching that stream in the Asian version of it. So shout out to Gary, lads. So this is the information, lads, that they're officially giving us here. So let's go through it. Let's go through it, lads. Greetings to all football lovers from around the world. Blah, 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 blah. Let's talk through v4.4. Based on the various opinions we received in user interviews and surveys, I told you guys that they did an interview and I told you that they did a closed feedback session, didn't I? We have made gameplay adjustments in this update with a particular emphasis on increasing the importance of passing abilities. Although we improved physical contact in v4.0, players' physical abilities were emphasized more than expected, causing passing abilities to be devalued in comparison to football played in real life. Beautiful. To resolve this issue, we've adjusted the specifications dealing with passing for both attacking and defensive players. We've made adjustments so that passing abilities have much more impact on the trajectory of passes and variation in passing speeds. At higher values, passing abilities will also shorten time it takes to kick the ball. So I presume that if you've got 90 lofted pass versus 80 lofted pass, you're going to see it in this clip here. Players with low stats will make flatter passes, leading to disadvantageous situations, such as when the player receiving the ball is immediately pressured. That's what's been happening all the time. And this is the example that they give us here. So higher passing stats versus lower. You can see a difference? I mean, the ball here, lads, is already under control here. It's already under control before the ball is floated here. So I think that that's pretty decent. We're going to have to retrain a lot of cards. A lot of cards. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to do that. We're going to have to retrain a lot of cards, boys. The next thing they talk about here is the from left to right. Look, in fairness, they've done actually lofted pass. This is lofted pass. So that's true pass there. And that's lofted pass here from side to side. So look, man, right here, the ball is into a dribble on the right-hand side of the screen. From the left-hand side of the screen, he still has it. Watch that. So the ball is actually like stop dead. Like, look, boom, and he's away. Whereas still on v4.3, it's super, super sluggish. So you're already gone past the player there compared to when the player on the left has it. That's a small thing, but it is big. And then they also talk about crossing. They give this example here of crossing. Kurdas, thank you, brother. Thank you, my man. You can see there, ball comes in, it's kind of floaty, so it's a floaty header because there's no real pace on the ball. On the right side, it's a whipped in cross and it's a whipped in header. Right, so they also talk about the ability, passing abilities and trajectory. We have adjusted how the AI of attacking and defending players deal with passes. Right? These adjustments have improved how players move to create passing lanes. Yeah, we'll go through this survey in a minute and how they react when receiving passes. This in turn has led to various new ways to set up a goal. We have also adjusted the level of pressure applied by AI defenders, the intensity of their movements when trying to block passing, and users will rarely find themselves in a situation where it is unusually difficult to complete a pass. Try finding new routes that leads to goal. That's big as well. That is big. That is big, lads. Smart assist support. That's the 1L of this, right? Smart assist users automatically in certain situations, such as improving the strength of shots or the direction of dribbling. Now this feature is available in eFootball League. You know? So that's a bit of a concern. So that's an L for me, lads. I know that some people will like that and they'll welcome that, but for me, yeah, I want more control over the players. But I know a lot of people won't use Smart Assist on console, so it'll be grand. We've also added a function to release multiple players, so you can just release, if you open a pack of 10 and you get nobody, you can literally just release them all instantly. And then you have added 500 player slots to this. So you can literally spend your GP on this to get 500 more players into your squad. As you see there, they've increased it to 500. And then they have this for mobile. All your team, your squad, your manager is collectively displayed. They also have this as well, that they've added a brand new AI mode to eFootball League focused on AI matches. So you have PvP, which is normal, and then you have AI. So if you want to just play against the AI, you'll be playing against other people's squads. So effectively, you will have like, say my squad will be in it, right? So if I'm playing this mode, my squad is going to be in it. So you could be playing my squad with my tactics, with my players, my builds, but you're playing against the AI. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And it's going to increase as you go along. That'll be cool, man. You could come up and say, oh, hey, I'm playing against Barry's squad here. I recognize, Collar and Mario up front. He's got Bale on the left, with my manager and everything. And then they talk about crossplay. That's probably the big one that they talk about. Caribio, I think you're underestimating that there's probably a lot more people playing against the AI than there is playing co-op. So they're just talking about online, lads. There's no mobile crossplay, and there also isn't, which I think is another L, there is no cross progression. Yeah, there's going to be a worldwide, with this here, lads, with the crossplay, there's going to be a unified worldwide eFootball League. So it's not going to be PlayStation ranking, Xbox ranking, PC ranking. If you're number one in PlayStation ranking at the moment, okay? You're number one on PlayStation, but you have a second number one on Xbox. Now you're going to have number one globally, worldwide. So you could be playing on Xbox and PS, and you'll have this, whoever's number one will be number one across all platforms. It's unified. So it's going to be crazy. So I can get a Division 1 badge playing only AI. Yeah, you will be able. You will be able. It's from what they're saying here. They also talk about the fact that you can add a random category. So instead of it just being a random skill that you add, you'll now be able to add a category. So there's like 5 categories here. So if you pick shooting, you're going to get a shooting skill. You pick passing, you're going to get a passing skill. So if you have passing as your category, you won't get outside curler or blocker or interception, but you have a chance of getting knuckle shot, weighted pass, low lofted, no look pass. That's probably a big win as well. And then you can delete skills as well. Other gameplay enhancements. They've added an antenna that will now appear during online PvP matches conducted on client servers. So there's my team, there's your team. We both have 5 bars. If you have 3 bars and I have 5 bars, I genuinely have a reason to say, listen lads, this guy is lagging me. This guy is playing on McDonald's Wi-Fi, or he's watching Netflix. And then it also shows a network graph at the end of the game as well. This graph shows a record of how many antennas you had during the match. The antenna icon indicates the quality connection. 5 is at the top, 1 is the lowest. So if you're getting lag spikes, this is going to be all over the place. It's going to be up and down. And that's it, man. That's it. Yo, ISO, what's up, brother? I think the biggest one, obviously, that's going to draw attention, lads, is the crossplay. Let's be real. Let me open up this survey, and then also on top of that as well, Ronaldinho, I thought they did announce him, but they didn't. Let me open up this survey, lads, 1 sec. 1 second, lads. Let me open up this survey here. All right, this is the survey. Please take a moment to fill out this survey. Let's fill it out together, lads. Let's fill out this survey. What is your age? Okay, I'd rather not say, but I am 34, lads. Do I look 34? That's the question. Let's fill out this together, lads. Let's fill it out. You look 12. Thank you, Pezbull. No, lads, the hairline... Man, do you know what, though? My hairline has been like this since I was about 20. Please tell us which device or application you use to play eFootball. Well, I'm on PlayStation 5 at the moment. But I do play on Xbox X as well. So we'll do the two of those. Please tell us which platform you use to watch eFootball Connect. Streaming hosted by a content creator or an influencer. I'm going to say that because I'm a beast. Please tell us how satisfied you are with overall Connect. Lads, if you're filling this out, man, fill this out. And in the details say, watched on eFootball Universe. Please tell us how satisfied you are. All right, let's fill this out together. Let's fill this out together, lads. Give it to me, man. Give it to me. Yo, GMH Kalu, thank you for subscribing, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. How satisfied were we, lads? I'm gonna say satisfied. I'm gonna say satisfied. I think very satisfied would have been a bit more long-term news, stamina, and dribbling. But I'm pretty satisfied with it, lads. I think satisfied is pretty much where I'm gonna go. It's probably between somewhat satisfied and satisfied. Not particularly. Let me know. Just give me a quick. Very satisfied, satisfied, somewhat, not particularly, or not satisfied. Let me know. We already have a poll up, lads. We already have a poll up. The poll is nearly 1,000 views, or 1,000 votes. Most people are saying that they love it. Well, 45% are saying that they love it. I think if we had gotten news on, like, I don't know, if we'd gotten a bit of news on Suarez or something, which I think is going to come, that would have been big. But we haven't at the moment, obviously. No, you won't be able to play your PlayStation team on mobile. No, you won't. If you haven't liked the stream, lads, as well, please do, man. It makes a big difference to me. Yeah, the smart assist, that's what I was just about to say. If we had got news on a legend or two, if we got news on dribbling, and if they hadn't added smart assist to eFootball League, as GT is saying, that would be very satisfied for me. Now listen, lads, it's like the tier lists I'm doing. Overall, is eFootball where it needs to be? Am I very satisfied with what we've seen today and what eFootball is and what it has been and what it's going to be for the next couple of months? I'm not very satisfied because there's a lot of stuff with the game. But I'm talking about just the Connect survey. Like, I'm just literally just talking about what we just watched. And I think crossplay, I think deleting the skills and adding the skills, I think the new kind of direction and mindset that they're going, the AI defensive being triggered down and the passing being triggered up, that's 6 positives that I can see with just scratching the surface. Talking about the servers, the antenna, and the actual fact that they're being transparent with how their connections are working, that's about 8 points that are fairly decent. And the big L is smart assist. So I do think that I'm not very satisfied, but I am satisfied. All right, let's go on. It's kind of like the misses in the bedroom, I hope. For those who answered very satisfied, satisfied, or somewhat in question 4, please select all the reasons why you were satisfied. I was able to learn what I wanted to know. It felt like users' opinions and requests were being reflected. I felt positively about the presenters. I liked the program's contents, the slides and subtitles. I'm just going to say quick, to the point, good info, and nice announcements. Yet would have liked more news on modes and longer term plans. Is that fair? Hold on, lads, a second. Hold on. Right. I'm just trying to make this bigger. That's what she said. Please select all of the reactions listed below. Let me hide this poll. 1 second. What are the important updates? Ismail, I mean, you can go back and just watch the last 10 minutes of this. Yeah, the final update is going to be tomorrow. The final update is going to be tomorrow, lads. No, I liked everything about that. I wasn't satisfied with the information that much because I would have liked more. My feedback is there. But everything else was perfect, man. It made me want to play... Okay, describe your actions and thoughts after watching the program. It made me want to play football. I talked about eFootball with my friends, family, acquaintances. Well, that's fair because I'm streaming. It made me more interested. I thought I want to watch eFootball content again. I posted about on social media. It had interesting content. Yeah, we'll go with that. Is that it? Oh, I thought it was going to be a really in-depth survey, lads. That's it, man. Oh, shit, hold on. This is the survey, lads, for anybody that's asking. I might be able to drop it in. You can't switch from Xbox to PS, but you can with your squad. So my PlayStation squad that you're seeing here, I'm not able to transfer that to Xbox, no. Yeah, that survey was disappointing, lads. Demon, yeah, bro, there was, man, there was. You'll have to go back. We're 2 hours into the stream. Crossplay. New ways of training your cards with skills, more players. I'll have a recap video up soon, lads. Don't worry. I'll have a recap video up soon. But I think what's big, lads, genuinely, I think it's actually fairly big that they're going to have like a unified like ranking system. That's going to be big because a lot of people at the moment, like say for example, rank 1 in the world at the moment, he's got his squad in there and that's it. But now we're going to have like a brand new ranking. I reckon, and my prediction is, I 100% think they're going to redo eFootball League in a big way. Where is the server list? Well, Casper, it just puts it out. It puts it out of perspective that you can see. Listen, I think it's because at the moment with the antenna thing, if you can see exactly that the opponent has got a 5-bar connection, it puts it out of your head that you are playing with a bad connection. That's all it is. I'm just looking for a bit of transparency. That's all. And that, in my opinion, is fairly big, that they're going to have antennas there. Losing to AI is going to sting. Yeah, it is. It is. It's going to be harder to get to Division 1 now. It's going to be way harder. Did they announce that it'll be one big league? Yeah, it's going to be one unified league, yeah. No, it's not an assumption, bro. Listen, boys, I've been saying, man, right? I've been saying, anytime I'm asked for feedback, I give feedback straight up, right? But at the end of the day, like Konami, right? Konami have their own ideas on what they want to do. They have their own ideas, you know? And at the end of the day, because, you know, the biggest problem I've had as a content creator is the disconnect sometimes between like what people actually want and what Konami think people want, you know? El Nino, he was. Yeah, he was. No, Serenity, it means the connection between you and your... connected to the client-based server, yeah. It is a crossplay league. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Listen, crossplay is literally going to be... If I'm playing crossplay right now, right? If I go into crossplay from tomorrow on, when they bring it in, right? When they bring the unified league in, or whenever they do, and I click to match, I could potentially be matched up with somebody on PlayStation, Xbox, or Steam, or Windows. That's it. So I could be playing somebody on Xbox in Division 3. My next match, I'm playing against somebody on PlayStation. And my both results are counted towards the unified ranking. That's it. There's no miscommunication here from what they've said. Look, it says in eFootball League and ranking events, they can compete for a ranking that combines console and PC results. Okay? That's it. Yeah, it should be, realistically, it should be easier to get to Division 1, but it'll be easier to get a higher rank in Division 1. That's probably what I'll say. More hackers will be exposed. Well, there's a lot of cheating going on at the moment, boys. There's a lot of cheating going on at the moment. And think about why that could be. At the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see if passing is going to make a big difference, you know? Well, Serenity, that goes for every game. That goes for every game in the world. I played Call of Duty the other night. I had 2 games. It was flawless, and the third game was crazy. I reckon they probably will get rid of badges, yeah. But badges, lads, honestly, it's an ego thing as well, because you don't get anything for the badges. I think what it would be cool if Konami you could trade in the badges towards, like, you know, collect 5 Division 1 badges and get a Showtime card. No news on eFootball League rewards, no. Listen, the majority of people playing this game, lads, right, on console, the majority of us are literally looking to just play a video game that's fairly fair and fun. And you take the losses and you take the wins. Like, I know coming into mine all the time that it's going to be literally, I'm going to get bad results. If you game, you're going to get shit on eventually. You're going to lose. I don't care if you think you're the best player in the world. There's always going to be somebody better than you. Serenity, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what is this, man? You're talking to me as if I don't realize that I don't complain about the connection, man. Give it a rest, man. We know the connection is bad. We're not talking about the connection or the servers being bad. There's a difference between saying that the Konami servers are bad than actually praising them for showing the antenna in this. They're 2 separate things, bro. Very separate things. Don't get so consumed with just your point that you want to make, man. Listen to everybody's points in the stream. This isn't a 1v1 stream with you. What do I think about the Master League? I think Master League will come this year. Player exchange is never coming. It would break the game and encourage actual trading. No, player exchange, if player exchange is going to come, in my opinion, and I've already talked about this here. This is a mock-up that I've done. If player exchange is going to come, I don't think it's going to be player to player. I definitely don't think it's going to be player to player, boys. I'd actually be shocked if it was. So that would be player to player here. And I just don't see that happening. Lads, I appreciate that some people are just coming in to join the stream now, but you can scrub back and scroll back and watch the stream. I can't keep going out about it, man. Serenity, you didn't just say it twice, bro. You're saying it in every stream, man. We know the issues with the gameplay, lads. We know the issues with the connection. I don't think that they're going to bring player to player. You're not going to do it, man, because it's too easily abused. Ahmed, we're not arguing with children, bro. We're not arguing, man. I'm literally answering every single question because we're not playing. We're literally just reading chat. Everyone deserves to be, talked to, man, whether they agree or disagree. It's not arguing or it's not praising. It's every message. I read out every message. Unless I don't see a message, it gets read out. They should add co-op in divisions. I don't think that they're going to add a co-op division, to be fair. An auction house, no, I don't think that they'll do that. If they add this here, right, I reckon the only route they're going to go is to do something like this, where you have like, a couple of players that you have in against one player. New legends. Yeah, they do need new legends. Like, this is just a mock-up, lads. This isn't official. I just did this as a mock-up as part of a video that I'm going to do. Is there any free players tomorrow? Yeah, there will be. I reckon that there will be. I reckon that we're probably going to get this pack as well, which is the Suarez pack. This pack is probably going to come tomorrow, boys. If I'm going to be honest. Hold on, let me make this chat a little bit bigger, lads, because there's so many messages coming in. Lucas, what's up, bro? What was it? What was the broadcast about summary? Crossplay? Crossplay is the biggest announcement. They're also adding Smart Assist to Dream Team and being able to play against AI. They also talk about adding new players. You can have 500 new players. You can bulk release cards after opening packs. They've improved the passing speed, so the ball actually passes faster now, as you see here. Right is the new update, and left is the current update. So v4.3 is on the left here. v4.4 is on the right. So you can see the velocity of the ball coming in. They've changed the defensive AI pressure. But yeah, crossplay is the biggest one. Delete skills, new categories of skills. Thank you, GMH. And that's pretty much it. They've added a new server to Saudi Arabia. But yeah, crossplay is probably the big one. The defensive AI, the passing. And the skill categories. Yo, morning, brother. I've just gone through them again. I've just gone through them, lads. Kalu, I'll call you Kalu, brother, I will. Oh, Calf from YouTube. Sorry, bro, yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes if you want to go on and you just want to chill out, lads. They haven't talked about gameplay updates other than that. Can you play using your squad from PlayStation on Xbox? No. They don't have a server in Ireland. Yeah, no. We don't have a server in Ireland. Well, we have one in Dublin, I think. We do have one in Dublin, Keen. That's not an exhaustive list as far as I know. Gary, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Lucas, to be honest with you, Lucas, I disagree, man. I think it's more about, lads. This isn't about we've already covered it. I know you're just in, Lucas. I don't think that this, like, crossplay in itself is a big update. I don't think what I'm impressed with today is actually what they've announced. I'm impressed with their mindset and how they've talked about things. You know? Yo, Jackson, what's up, brother? Welcome in, man. #1 player in Germany. Beast. When are we playing? No edit mode news, no. Yeah, Flyer, listen, bro. I'm not going to argue that this was or this wasn't impressive. I'm just saying that if they're righting a couple of the wrongs that's been in the gameplay for a couple of months, it's a positive in my opinion. I dropped the survey up a little bit, lads. Yeah, Keen, as far as I know, there is a server, or there is a data center in Dublin. Lucas, don't test me today now. I'm not in the form for you. You know I don't give Konami free passes, brother. It's not about giving free passes, man. I'm just saying that, like, this update here, it's more about the mindset and the crossplay and the fact that they're talking about different issues with the game that they're now going to fix. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, this is not like a roll out the red carpet for Konami and forgive them for everything about the game. This isn't an end game level update, lads. But I think the stuff that they've talked about and the direction and the mindset and the stuff that they're kind of working on, I think can snowball. I think they need to talk about dribbling, man. It's listen, again, this is a mindset thing from us. Like, two things can be true, right? And Lucas, I'll direct this at you. I know you're trying to troll, but I'll direct it at Lucas, right? Two things can be true, man. Am I absolutely blown away with what they've announced today? Hell no. No, I'm not. Have I been a bit more impressed than I probably would because I had my expectations lowered? Yeah. Does this give Konami a free pass? Does this give them a big pat on the back? No, it's not about that. I'm talking about the actual information based on, in a vacuum, we're not discussing the last 3 years of eFootball. We're talking about what they announced today and their presentation today. You know? Prince, thanks for subscribing, bro. Exactly, Vazzy. That's exactly it, brother. It's a step in the right direction. It's a step in the right direction, man. Do I think there'll be players in daily game? I do, yeah, of course there will. There's going to be new. Like, this is what we do know, like 100%. We know that they're going to be having a new match pass tomorrow, a new eFootball phase, and we're going to be getting new nominating contracts. We're also going to have the ability to get about 1,000 coins for free with the new campaign. I'm just going to say, lads, like, the changes to passing for somebody that likes to play possession, it's not all about winning or losing, man. It's about being able to come in, you're after having a shitty day at work, you're fighting with the missus, or you just want to chill out. You just want to chill out. You come in and you're able to actually play a game of football without feeling like you have to be a sweat through the middle. That's all, man. I don't care about winning or losing. I don't care if I come on to stream and somebody beats me 15-0 on stream, man. We've had it in stream before. We've played pro players and they've actually spanked my booty. I haven't been able to sit down for a week because my arse was so red raw. There's no shame in that, man. That's part of gaming. You know, you don't, it's not a, like, you don't have to lose your manhood because you lose a game in a video game, man. You don't have to act like a bitch if you lose a game. We've lost to really good players on this game. What I'm saying to you is that my frustrations with the game is that even if you win sometimes, you get nothing out of it because you have to resort to play in a specific way because you can't pass the ball quick enough and the defensive AI is too heavy and the stats don't really make a difference. They've talked about all of that today. That's it, man. Yeah, we know that the AI confirmed is, or the AI, defensive AI is confirmed. We also know that these players are going to be gone. All of these packs are going to be gone. All of these here tomorrow. These are obviously going on for 7 days, and then these are 35 days. But this is gone next week, that's gone tomorrow. That's gone next week, that's gone tomorrow. So we're going to get all new of these. The 850 million campaign, yeah, it is. Lucas, we wouldn't even be in the, do you know the way that they have different weight categories in boxing? Like lightweight, heavyweight, featherweight, bantamweight, all that. You wouldn't be in my category for schlong weight. You would be bantamweight schlong versus lightweight schlong. I reckon we're going to get Suarez tomorrow, lads. That is my prediction. You're enjoying your life. Thank you. Or my life. Thank you, brother. Thank you. The daily penalty reward. I've heard that it's going to be done. Yes, tomorrow. Lucas will be women's divisions. Lucas, you're getting it, bro. You're getting it. The chat are rinsing you, Lucas. There's going to be more eFootball Connects, lads. Yeah, there is. I'm just slightly disappointed that they didn't talk about dribbling. But that's just a personal thing for me, lads. A Schlangoff. Yes, Vazzy. Free MSN. No, it won't be free. Not a hope. There's no, they didn't talk about, yeah, my two biggest things, I agree there with Parker. Crossplay is confirmed, Bobby. Yeah, it is confirmed, brother. Crossplay is confirmed, lads. 100% confirmed, right? I'll leave it on that screen here. Crossplay is 100% confirmed. There's going to be about 900 coins as well. Lucas, you are filled. I just read your message there. We're not going to get a free MSN, lads. No. What exactly is crossplay? I mean, pretty much what it is. That if you're on PlayStation, you'll be able to play against people on Xbox. I need smart assist defense tutorials. Yeah. Shebu, thank you, brother. We'll check that out. Big stream tomorrow, yeah. So we spin coins for real for MSN. Yeah, well, it's not going to be a free card. No way. This Luis Suarez card is going to be big. Is it going to be harder to defend? Yes, Benny. Are you not happy with that? Yo, Anastasius, what's up? Big time Suarez. Yeah, well, so we've heard. So we've heard is coming. Yeah, Pezbold, I said that earlier, bro. But thank you, man. Thank you for the reminder. New legend, probably KDB. I've heard a lot of new legends that they're trying to get, lads. And a lot of other cards. I've heard a lot of cards that are going to be coming. I've heard Sergio Ramos, Vincent Kompany, Ibrahimovic, Arjen Robben, Rooney. I've heard all these names that they're trying to get him. But will they get him or not? It remains to be seen. I've talked about cheaters a lot, Parker. There's a lot of cheating going on at the moment. You can turn crossplay off. I presume you will be able, yeah? That's all it is. That's exactly what I would sum up this eFootball Connect with, lads. Genuinely. Like, I reckon, yeah, if we had got news on, like, I know some people were asking and they were talking about upcoming legends. I'd heard about this pack that was coming as well. Obviously the Dutch trio, a new Dutch trio. But obviously Van Basten will be replaced. There's a new Rijkaard and a new Hulla coming. El Medi, I haven't, bro. I haven't checked it yet. But I just think it's a step in the right direction. That's kind of what I'm talking about. No, Suarez is not the legend I heard of. The legend I heard of is a Brazilian. And it would potentially be a bigger get than Ronaldinho. So make it that with what you wish. There's no VAR. There's no VAR. They haven't mentioned VAR in the game, no. The reason why I think Suarez will come tomorrow is because of this. So this is the new event. It's an 850 million downloads event. And you can see the badge there of Suarez. You see that badge? Here? That's what I'm thinking. Robinho, Dani Alves, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's going to be 850 coins, lads, that you see here. He could be. There's a couple of correct guesses in the chat, lads. It's basically, these are random rewards, but you will be able to get 850 coins. You see it down there in the bottom of the screen? You see it there? Starting on 17th of April. So they're going to be kicking off on all of this stuff tomorrow. We can, Kalu, we can select skills, but it's in a category. They're not specifically individual skills. Yeah, I reckon, no, I reckon Suarez will come tomorrow, yeah. Literally, lads, I think if you're gonna be getting the free coins, Lucas, on your free to play, like they're probably gonna add more coins, I reckon, again. Shebu, thank you, brother. I'll check that out, man. Putting my head out where? Will shop have discount? Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't think they need to. If R9 comes, I'll come. Filth. Ten squad slots is not enough. This update is irrelevant. I don't think it's irrelevant, bro. If you play the game, it's irrelevant if you don't play the game. Yeah, of course. New players in shop, probably. I'll do a video after it. Yeah, of course I will. I think CR7 will be the ultimate, yeah. I mean, it's potentially possible, but that would probably be the ultimate pack, lads, if they were. Now, they were trying to do something with Ronaldo, but I don't think it will. I don't think he'll come. I don't think there's going to be a coin sale, lads, no. What do you think of that, lads? Black Sniper. I've already, yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch the last 20 minutes, bro, so if you rewind it like 20 minutes, I've literally done a recap about 5 times now. Crossplay, adjustment to AI defense, adjustment to passing speed. You're able to train skills per category. You're able to delete skills. They didn't mention anything on edit mode, Master League, dribbling, graphics, modes, or cards. Alexandra, do I think these changes will be crucial? I do think they will, depending on how you play, yeah. Thoughts on low pass players will have longer wind-ups and softer passes. Yeah, I like that. Lucas, I told you, the problem is we can't have an absent president, man. The president of this club is not a remote job. You cannot work remote with this president's job. You need to show up at the club and you need to keep the chat from getting rebellious. And the chat are gone very rebellious lately, which I love. I love to see it. The club president of this channel needs to have a massive you know what. That's the thing. Gary with the £2. Thank you, brother. 90 plus passing on all midfielders is going to be a must. That's what I'm going to probably do tomorrow, lads, before we start the stream. I'm going to probably, like, before we even... I'll play tomorrow's stream. I'll probably play a couple of matches, right? And then we'll do a couple of tweaks to our player builds and then trade again. Well, Laurento, it's not about predicting anything, bro. I mean, I'm more impressed with the mindset of what they're talking about in these presentations. Because believe me, lads, they could have literally just come out today and talked about none of this stuff, introduced crossplay, and showed 3 or 4 cards, and boom. It wouldn't have really impacted the game. I think this update definitely was for people playing the game regularly. Because the thing is, nobody, like...
passing on all midfielders is going to be a must.
Nobody is like, if you say to somebody, right, this is what I'm most impressed with, and it's not about drinking the Kool-Aid, man. You know how critical I am. You guys know how critical I am and how much I've complained about things day to day. And I literally do videos and call out issues all the time. But you have to give them props as well. This update is not for somebody new, because nobody, like if you were playing this game a week, you don't have a clue about skills. You don't understand how the skills work probably. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of the information that they released here was for people that have an actual understanding of of the gameplay. I think it's a good step. I definitely think it's a good step for regular people that are playing. It's a pay-to-win game, would you agree? In what context? If you sign the best players in the game, will you have an advantage? Yeah. But I mean, if I go out and buy a Ferrari and I race you in your Volkswagen Golf, I'm going to have an advantage as well. I mean, that's what you're paying for, Parker, you know? The thing is, you can get to Division 1 with free players. I've done it before. It's hard, yes, but you can do it. I always stand up, bro. I don't sit down, man. We stand up. The best update ever. I don't think it was the best update ever now. Tio, thank you for subscribing, bro. This is a professional presentation. Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I pee sitting down. No, not true. I think they will bring Andy. Yeah, I didn't see your message, Andy, but I think that they will bring in Showtime skills. Again, I said that a couple of weeks ago as well, that I had heard that they were going to be advancing the Showtime skills into be... Like, watch them bring in, right? Watch them bring in, like, a true ball or a over-the-top booster for Showtime players. No Master League, no. Is there going to be an 850 coin player pack? What do you mean? Well, we'll see if it is actually defensively sound tomorrow. If the defending is a bit more manual tomorrow, it'll be huge. Listen, Dom, it's a tale as old as time, lads. Like, if somebody's not spinning for packs and they're not opening packs on a regular clip, like, it is frustrating coming up against super squads all the time. And I get that. I try to keep it fair in my, you know, like I'd say, look, this pack isn't really worth it. You're not getting anything. But the cards at the moment, lads, are effectively skins. You know what I mean? Lads, I don't talk about peeing sitting down. That's Lucas over on the stream. I remember when I went to Japan, lads. You know the toilets in Japan? They're very strange. Well, Lucas, Division 1 is easy with free to play if you play the game a lot. Like, the thing is, not everybody has 30 hours a week to play the game and push rank, you know? That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest impact there, is that, like, if you come up against a guy that's playing the game 100 hours a month versus somebody that's playing the game 100 hours in 3 months, you've got a distinct advantage because you're just getting more reps in. I guarantee you, man, you play anybody that's playing this game double the time you're playing it, you will have exceptions to the rule. Yeah. Like, could I play somebody... I've played people on stream before that are probably playing thousands of hours more compared to me, and I've beaten them. But I've also lost to people that might have 100 hours gameplay, and I have 2,000. I do, Lucas, I do, but 22 games is a lot if you're only playing 3 or 4 matches like a week. I know some people that are only playing 3 or 4 matches on a weekend, you know? Abraham, we're still live, bro. This is still live. Based on the info that's given, how much would you rate this update? Well, we'll have to see. It's impossible at the moment. Tio, I've already answered you, bro. There's not going to be an 850 coin player pack. Exactly, Kalu. Squat down, yeah? No, Parker, I'm saying that, like, it's not it's like every time you lose a game, it's not going to be script or weird stuff happening. There's so many variables. Like there's connection issues, there's balance issues, there's DDA. There's like a lot of stuff going on, like mechanics of the game. When will eFootball 26 update come? Probably September, October, I would say. The only reason that people are saying that Suarez could come, lads, is because this was the older MSN pack, right? Kind of something like that. Exactly, Lucas. See, you're the problem with the game, Lucas. That's what I keep saying to you. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why we love you, man. We have the crack. We have the banter. That's what this is all about, man, is the stream. Or my stream is all about having the crack, lads. At the end of the day, and, you know, at the end of the day, lads, like, it's a video game. You know, we can all get hyper about it. We can all get whatever. But at the end of the day, man, it is a video game. Abraham, you don't need to ask the question 100 times, bro. We do stream standing up, yes. Lads, please stop spamming, man. If like, you realize when you type a message, it takes about maybe 5 seconds for the message to come through. So give me a chance to reply. Why do I think people complain that much and play this game for 4 years or more? Because the majority of people, 90% of people playing this game, are playing the game casually. That's why. We had 1,300 people watching our stream today, which is massive numbers. But there's probably like 100,000 people that literally didn't even know there was a stream today that are still playing the game and putting money into the game. Do you get me? Shebu, you're welcome, brother, and I appreciate you watching, man. I genuinely think, lads, that the fact that they've added more, like, that you're able to have more squad slots, I think that they'll... the fact that this is here, I don't think that we're going to get a player reset now. That you can add more squads. The server locations. What's that? How do I check that? It's not on their website, is it? Exactly, Abraham. That's it, bro. You see, that's it. There's a lot of people. I know 3 or 4 of my friends that have recently started playing eFootball in the last, I would say the last year. Yeah, probably in the last 6 to 9 months. And I genuinely think that I genuinely think that, like, yeah, I don't think that they're going to do a reset here because of it. That's the pack I was saying. I'll have a look at their website here. One sec. Ah, okay, so there is game servers here. So this is the game servers, lads. So Europe and Africa. There's one in Belgium, Finland, France, Germany, Israel, Italy. There's one in Turin and one in Milan. There's one in London, one in Madrid. Now, I'd be interested, lads, because as far as I know, there is one in Dublin. No, they won't wrap it up. I agree, bro. They won't bring in a trade feature like that. That's the server list, lads. In the Americas, they have Sao Paulo. They have Santiago in Chile. They have Querétaro in Mexico. Montreal in Canada. Toronto in Canada. Virginia in the US. South Carolina, Iowa, California, Oregon, and Utah. Salt Lake City in the US. So they're all there. And then they do have, in fairness, a few here in Australia. Man, it's mad that they only have 2 in Australia. Holy moly, for the size of that country. That's crazy. So they have 1 in Melbourne and 1 in Sydney. So if you're in Perth or anywhere like that, you're in trouble. Mumbai and Delhi, Jakarta in Indonesia, Singapore, Dammam in Saudi, Doha, Tokyo, Osaka, Hong Kong, and Seoul. But in fairness, I would say I'm nearly 90% sure that they have one in Dublin. I don't know, is it a full-time one? Maybe they've shut it down, but they did have one up until. So that's all the servers. Canada's a huge country as well, yeah. Yeah, with Brazil as well. That's crazy that there's only 1 in Brazil. That's actually crazy, man. That's crazy. I didn't even cop that, Celio. That's crazy now, in fairness. That is huge. They'll bring some sort of exchange one, yeah. Well, usually I would connect to London because I'm nearly as close to London as I am to Paris in terms of like as the crow flies. We need a server in Romania to cover like 6 countries, Turkey, Ukraine. Yeah, there's none in Turkey either. Like, it's mad to think that they only have 1 in Germany, 1 in France, and 1 in Spain. And 1 in the UK. Well, the UK doesn't really have a huge base there. Yeah, but I would say, Lucas, that there's barely anybody. Like, I would say that there's not that many people playing in Canada, you know? Compared to Brazil, like Brazil is probably one of the biggest fan bases for it. Mudassar, I've already answered your question, bro. September, October. Oh, Banker, I've already answered your question as well, lads. India, yes, India has 2, I think, or 1, 2, Mumbai and Delhi. That's the problem, Lucas, is that like Canada, like you're probably in a smaller pool of players. Like I actually am shocked that there's only 1 in Brazil. In Algeria, we have ads features. We watch ads for rewards. Nice. That's them all, lads. There's no African ones. There's no African ones. Only this here, up here. That's the only one there. Johannesburg. That's it. All right, let me go for a quick pee, lads. Yeah, so that's the servers, lads. It's crazy that they only have like, how many servers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's it, man. There's Asia and Oceanic. The update's out tomorrow. Yeah, I'll consider doing a viewer tournament. Yeah, consider everything. Gio, thank you for following, bro. Gary, I'll be on early in the morning, bro. Especially if we have MSN. James, that's for mobile, bro. Yeah, but the Japanese fan base is massive. That's why. They genuinely could do with doubling the servers, lads. I don't know, Shorav. I'm going to have to see tomorrow what the game plays like. I think that's big as well, lads. I think that's big, the new skill training. That's pretty decent. The nominating contracts, yeah, they're going to be swapped. They've been poor for a while, lads. The nominating contracts have been very poor for a while. Like I have, as far as I know, I've got 2 nominating contracts. I have 2 5-star ones. We're getting 2 again tomorrow. This is not the Chinese version, no, bro. This is the new update coming tomorrow, man. Advanced skill. You basically pick a skill from a group of skills. So I actually only have another day to get this 5-star one. I was thinking of getting Modric, lads, but I already have him. I already have a fairly good version of Modric. He's okay. He's an okay card. This is also gone as well tomorrow, so they'll probably have a few more of this. And we're going to be getting a match pass. A new match pass. Will they do the new penalty shootout? I don't know. These are the rewards. There's like laps. What lap are you guys on? I'm only on lap 32. Now, I've missed a few days because I was away and stuff. There will be Player of the Weeks tomorrow, yeah. My most broken non-legend player? That's a tough question. Probably Marquinhos. The changes are for mobile and, yeah, it's for everything. I only have left to get. We have Baye, but I don't have Kante. I would like this Kante. Yeah, they have the new Worldwide Player of the Weeks already out. Rafael Leao is coming. Van Dijk is coming. And De Bruyne, I think. We'll do a video on that. I have 2 videos to do, lads. I'm going to do a roundup video of everything announced in Connect. I'm going to do the player of the week and what's coming tomorrow as well. That's what's coming tomorrow, lads, the player of the weeks. There. I reckon what they should do, Wendy, is bring in... I had heard that they were going to be bringing in more more games, more match games, kind of. Yeah, I reckon they'll bring Declan Rice as well, but they haven't tweeted out about that. They've only tweeted out about this one, so we don't have an image. Centre forward, Kevin De Bruyne, Rafael Leao, and then Van Dijk with fighting spirit. Forza Inter. I think it's just about... I honestly, lads, and I don't want to get too philosophical and I don't want to get too, like, bogged down, right? But genuinely, at the end of the day, right, we can be super passionate about it, and I'm as passionate about it as anybody. I mean, I'm taking days off work to actually stream the game and look at presentations and stuff like that, right? And you guys are absolute legends, man, for watching. I really appreciate it. But, like, I do feel that at the moment, the only thing we can do is genuinely just, you know, be totally honest about where the game is at the moment. That's all we can do. I do think there will be more surprises tomorrow, yeah. I think within the next... I think we're going to get... Like, the next 2 updates, including tomorrow's and next update, are going to be good. Yes, that's what it looks like. KDB as a CF. Am I going to aim for the #1 global spot? I mean, if I quit my job and break up with the missus, maybe. Because that's the time it would require. Especially now that they're unifying the rankings. No, but we'll give it a push, man. Honestly, for the next, probably the next month, I'm literally just going to be testing out everything. I'm going to push hard. I'm going to push like a pregnant woman for the first maybe week of the phase. No, I'm not going to play with Smart Assist ever. I reckon we'll get Suarez or else Ronaldinho tomorrow, yeah. Oh, matchmaking failed. That's not good, lads. All right, we'll try one more time. I want RVP. Maybe he'll come. Imagine they license Real Madrid. Yeah, it's possible. How do I compare to Pezza? Listen, man, I don't talk about any other streamers, bro. I have friends that are streamers. I have people, you know, that I'm not friends with that are streamers, or the same with any walk of life, man. But I just stick to doing what I'm doing on my stream, man. I'm not blinking at all. When can we install the new update? Tonight. No, it's supposedly the Suarez pack, lads. That pack is the player of the week. And then we also have a Suarez one as well. That one. Well, I reckon that Real Madrid wouldn't be a bad option to get, and I think that they could go for it. It depends. I mean, if Konami were able to get Real and Barca, it would be huge. They just need to throw a big boatload of money at them. I know that EA have the license with Real Madrid, but things can change, man. That's just on mock-up, lads. Improvising shot. That's not 100% official. It's not 100% official, man. They've already talked about auto-defending. As far as I know, EA have Real Madrid, Liverpool, City, Tottenham. They have exclusive like partnership contracts with them. Nea, I've already answered, lads. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've already answered. Suarez is meant to come tomorrow. Not them all. This is literally a fan-made thing. We've already got Neymar. We've already got Messi out. They could re-release him, but we'll probably get Suarez at some stage tomorrow. Jaden, thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm a little bit put out with the smart assist. I'm not going to lie. Yo, mama, what's up? Yeah, they've talked about the defensive AI. Yeah. Well, EA have the league-wide. EA have an exclusive partnership with the Premier League, the La Liga, Bundesliga. Konami are club individual specific. Listen, boys, at the end of the day, we all have to decide whether this was a good update for ourselves. For me, I think it's definitely glass half full. This is probably the first time in 3 years that I actually feel like they're addressing the issues with the game. It's not a quick fix, and nothing will be fixed all tomorrow. I'm telling you tomorrow, when we stream tomorrow and we're going to do a long stream, I'm telling you tomorrow that I'm probably going to have highs and lows. There's going to be things that I like and things that I don't like. There'll be good, bad, and ugly. But it's probably the first time in years that I actually feel that I can remember that I came off from watching a presentation or a video or a stream or something where they've actually discussed the issues of the game. PSG is in eFootball, yeah. Like, them toning down the defensive AI is big enough for most people that play the game regularly on a day-to-day basis. If I'm playing the game 20 hours a week and I'm dealing with the same issues for 20 hours, it's refreshing when you'll be able to, you know, not have those issues. That's not to say that all the issues are fixed. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Two things can be correct. I feel like nowadays everything, and it's not just with eFootball, everything has to either be the best in the world or the worst in the world. There's no in between. There's no grey area anymore with things. It's like, oh, you like eFootball? Oh, yeah, you're stupid. Oh, you hate eFootball? Oh, you're a hater. It's like, sometimes you can like something and be able to criticize it, or you can hate something and see the good in it. Ah, oh, Romario to Bailey. Blitz! Ooh, would have been nice. Oh, Romario. Oh, Drogba. Oh, we've no audio. Sorry, boys. That better? Ah, we didn't want that. Good save, though. He gets the rebound. We didn't want that, lads. Sorry. That was my bad. I wasn't watching. I was turning on the audio. GG's, man. GG's. So, yeah, I think that's a big thing with this game, lads, is that, like, you know, not everything has to be, you know, the worst thing ever. Sometimes you can just say, like, look, the game has big weaknesses in it, and there's a lot of stuff I don't like about it. But also, I enjoy coming home and playing a couple of matches every now and again. And there's nothing like, you know, there's nothing out of it. Oof. Yaya Toure is already pretty much in the game with Vieira. It'll be very similar to that. Oof. Ah, we thought we'd win that, lads. Bale. Nice. All right, don't get cheeky now. Don't get cheeky now. What? How's that his ball? I read him like a book, and we still didn't get the ball. I don't think Madrid are going to come back tonight, lads. I think that they'll have a bit of, they'll give Arsenal a scare, but I don't think that they'll win. Oh, good tackle. This guy's too predictable now with his tricks. I just need to commit more forward and I'll win. I don't know, man. I think Arsenal will hold on. Surely they won't give up 4 goals, you know. Stranger things have happened, definitely. Ah, Barry. It's a poor pass, isn't it? Well, United, I'm not. Why would you be shocked? United are a mid-table team. Newcastle are not. Newcastle actually aren't that far away, you know. Who did you hear that off, Risto? I've been saying that for ages. Oh, my days. Oh, we were butchering there. Lovely ball. GG's, GG's. Nice, bro, man. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your food.
Just a quick announcement. It is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you're walking through the gates.
No problem, Sparks. No problem, brother. Come on, bro. Let's get this show on the road. Come on. Come on. Let's go. I got to go back to work today. Come on. I'm meant to be back since 2 o'clock, lads. I'm already over. I shouldn't have played this one, but let's get going now. They've given this guy a shitty goal, man. A shitty goal. When I was changing the setting in the stream. That's not his fault. But let's try and get back into this game. I don't know, bro. I don't know where he's playing from. I don't think so. Nice. How'd you like that? Ah, that was silly. Another cruncher. Ah, man. Turam. Work is overrated, just push rank. I wish. I wish. I told you, I'd love to have a month off work. Oh my days, man. That was... What the hell, man? That was meant for Nedved. Holy smokes. Go on, trick. Yeah. That was crazy, man. Do you see that switch there that I had with Roberto Carlos? Shocking. I don't think we'll win tomorrow, Spangley. I'm not going to lie. Hold on, keeper. Oh, man. Come on. Just get rid of the ball, Carlos. Let's try that again. Nicer. We have Maldini pushed up right mid, lads. Oh, what a ball. That was a serious pass. Come on. Oh, a bit of lag. Oh my god. You see about the defensive AI, lads? You see about the defensive AI, man? That Maldini still got to that ball. He's just always going to hit that ball. Even when I put a finesse, it just doesn't go in the corner. Come on, bro. This guy, man, I've had one shot on target, but the goal we gave him was the joke. You hold down on the D-pad, bro. I have a video on sub-tactic if you guys are wondering. Look, there's sub-tactic, see? Hopefully not, Lucas, but we'll see. I don't think so, because they're probably going to shut things down a little bit today.
Number 14, Shaving. Substitutions taking place.
Romero Messi! See what I mean, lads, about the actual AI? It's just way too defensive and hand-holding. Like, this is me manually defending here, and I'm at an actual disadvantage. Do you see the difference there, man? This is what I'm complaining about with the game the whole time, that I'm really happy that they're going to do it. You know? And Dominator, thank you for the raid, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, lads. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Yas. Thank you, bro. Welcome in, boys. Do you see this, man? It's a good, sharp finish from him, but this is kind of my complaint with the game the whole time, right? Do you see when he's defending here? He's out of position. He's not defending. He's defending with highness. Now, when I lose this ball, watch the breakdown of play here. Watch. He's defending with highness. Look. Watch who actually intercepts the ball. It's manual from him. But I'm saying that he's defending with highness the whole way. Whereas when I come down here, I'm defending with a manual player. Like, it's a good sharp finish from him. I'm not complaining about the finish. But that's why I'm so buzzing about the fact that they've mentioned the defensive AI. Because the players get their foot to everything. You know what I mean? It's just been built into the game for too long. So that's why I was kind of slightly glass half full today. Because it will mean that people can't depend on the defensive AI to do what they're doing. This guy is like, he's not a bad player at all. He's just, the problem is that like, he's learned to defend the way the game rewards. Do you get me? That's not saying that he's not a bad player, man. Like, we gave him a goal at the start. But that's why I'm kind of slightly optimistic for tomorrow. Just slightly. I'm not going to say that like today's announcement and stream and all that was like absolutely groundbreaking, world-changing, or game-changing, or groundbreaking. I mixed up the words. But it's definitely a sign of like where the game could go. Do you see what I mean? Like, how many like chances does he get blocks on the ball? How many times does he get like his foot in, or a block here, or a block there, or his Mickey blocks the ball? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, every time that the ball breaks down, it's an AI interception where his player is just defensively set up. You get me? I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just talking about, like, that's why I was a bit slightly more optimistic today. No, look, it's because I never slag people, or I never talk about quality of the opponent, you know? It's up to you guys. If you guys think that this guy's a good player, then that's your opinion. If I think he's a good player or a bad player, that's my opinion. But I'll never dig somebody out, like, or say that they're good or bad or whatever. I'm just talking about the actual, like, the limitations that the gameplay has at the moment. That they haven't really, like, they haven't really changed these issues in months. In months. Like, the truth is, this guy cannot manually defend. But he doesn't, like, he's right to play the game that way. Because it favors not manually defending. That's why I'm kind of slightly happier about the game today. Like, it's not, again, we keep talking about it. It's not groundbreaking changes. Oh, good defending, good defending. GG's, man, GG's. I don't think you're going to be able to turn off smart assist, no. That's why, honestly, lads, that is why I'm so buzzing, and I have a little bit of, I suppose I have a little bit of hope that, you know, they will talk about it, because if they're able to include this, right, and they talk about passing abilities, where they got feedback saying, I don't feel the difference in players' passing abilities. Look at our squads. He's got Xavi, Rodri, and Hoynes. None of these players apart from Xavi is a passer. I have Pirlo in here. That's fine. But the rest of my players are pretty average passers. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll be able to kind of like spray the ball around a little bit better. Because at the moment it's difficult to do so. And be rewarded for it. Nice play. Oh, Barry, we tried to get rid of that and we turned back into the defender. Ronaldinho. Ah, Ronaldinho, we needed you. Nah, ref, that's not a free. That's not a free, bro. We're back. Sorry, boys. Sorry. Come on, score this goal now. Come on. Don't pass this. Come on. Get a winner. Now, I think we're only going to get what we got today. They're not going to... I don't think that they're going to change the graphics till the next major transition. Come on, bro. Just take the ball. Take the shot. Nice. If I get a free kick like that, I'll score with Carlos. Vitor Baye is pullable. Yeah, he is pullable. He's just hard to pull. We got him actually the other day on my free account. It's a serious ball, lads. Oh, that's beautiful, Messi. What a pass. Oh, and then he slid. I don't think I should have passed that there. That was some ball there with Nedved originally. Is he trying spam or is he... What's he trying? Come on, ref. That should be a free. Oh! We got very lucky there, lads. Oof. Oh, what a goal! What a fucking goal, man. R3 flick. Flop, flop. We're saving that one. Oh, man, we've had to really pull it out of our bag today. What an absolute thunder shot. Go on, tap out. Oh, I don't believe you tapped out. Why are you tapping out, bro? You're 2-1 up. I don't know. What an absolute unbelievable goal, man. That was a difficult game, lads. It's a Division 2 opponent. Crazy. What an absolute slap with Pirlo. I don't know why he tapped out. That was a really good game. I was enjoying that one, lads. I thought we'd score here. We should have scored here at Mario. I probably just should have put a little bit more salt and pepper on it. Little archery flick, boom. 3 good goals in that game, lads. All right, boys, that's it. That's it, man. We're out the gap. We will be back tomorrow. There are 2 things that make me take a break from the game. The lack of freedom to dribble and express yourself and the AI OP defending. They gotta go hand in hand. They kind of go hand in hand. Yeah, that's why we were saying, Galfano. That's why I have a smile on my face. Because I do feel like that they are going to look at that. Like, if you just watch that last game there, with the lens of, like, you know, every time I broke forward and I broke him down, his players were just there getting bobbles. Interceptions. Like this goal here, the second goal I scored. Here. Watch. When I'm running here, man, he's not even aware of the threat when I get the ball here. Watch, when I'm spreading it out wide. He's running with Rodri. He's not even controlling Rijkaard here, really. And then he switches to Highness. And he defends with Highness here in the DMF position the whole time. Until, watch Maldini. Watch Maldini tracking Messi. Now when he switches to Messi, it's good defending from him there, all right, but he gets a block in. And then he goes down the other end. I'm manually defending with Vieira. I drag him out of position. We go shoulder to shoulder. Vieira holds me off. He gets the sweat across and it's a goal. So if I wanted to foul him there, I could have done it. But anyway, lads, that is it for me. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be back live early tomorrow. Absolutely insane stream today, man. You guys are too much. You're absolute legends. We had Galfano with the €5 gifted. We had Devram with the super chat. We had Gary with the super chat. Helio and Gary again. We had Ron with the 20 quid. Absolutely insane. Abraham again. Helio again. Helio again. And then, of course, we had Helio with the last one there. Or Gary with the last one again. So you guys have been crazy, man. Tomorrow we will be back. We've a lot of stuff to announce on the stream tomorrow. But yeah, I am slightly glass half full. So let me know, man, what you guys think of it. I think at the moment, genuinely, as you're saying, Galfano, genuinely, bro, I've said this forever, man. We can all get high and we can all get low. We can all have arguments. We can all, criticize each other and praise each other and all that. But at the end of the day, man, video games should be somewhat enjoyable. Like, they shouldn't be tear out your hair style frustration. I understand that nobody will ever be able to accept a loss. But in that last game there, even though I won, it took me scoring 2 insane bangers to actually beat that guy. And sometimes the game feels harder than it needs to be. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my biggest problem, is that, like, I just want to come on and be able to express myself, pass the ball who I want to pass it to. And then if I lose the game, so be it. It's not that deep. The wife isn't gonna break up with me, or I'm not gonna lose my job in real life, or my friends are not gonna stop hanging out with me if I lose a game in eFootball. You know what I mean? It's just the enjoyment factor of it, I think, has gone away from pick up and play with a bit of skill gap compared to, like, literally needing to play the game 1-2 meta. But anyway, boys, you can go and look back at that stream if you want. I will be back tomorrow. Over 700 likes. We had over 1,400 people watching across all platforms. Shout out to Yas as well for the raid over on Twitch. I'll be back tomorrow. So we will be back tomorrow. We'll have a big stream tomorrow. Until then, I will see you later. I'm going to have a video up on a recap as well. Probably be about 7 to 8 minutes. Keep it short and snappy. And we're going to do a couple of more videos as well on crossplay and stuff like that. So I will see you in a few minutes with that video. Until then, peace.